Welcome back to the Council of Reads. We've got another exciting episode of comic book goodness for you. I'm Dylan, joined by Jason.
Yeah.
Fommy.
Hey.
Nitin.
Yo.
And Dave.
Liver of dreams.
I don't want to know about your dreams, Dave.
Yes.
I have none, so it's alright.
What's up with your liver? Yeah, do you like eating liver? Is that what you mean? Like you
No.
had
Are you like a Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah.
like fava beans and a Chianti?
I'd rather eat KFC.
Yeah, we know, Dave.
Sponsored by
What do you
KFC.
think of KFC?
No, sponsored by Red Rooster Fried Chicken. Much better.
I had that last night. It's not much better.
It is.
Yes.
I'll take any free chicken.
Colonel's my homeboy.
Double DC featured comics.
Yes.
Dark Knight of Steel and Human Target. We also all checked out The Eternals. And we're going to talk about the final Halloween film flashback, Brightburn,
Yeah.
that I chose. Kind of going back into superhero-iness there. Let's get into the comic books.
Let's get some double D's. See.
Dark Knight of Steel.
Yeehaw. You know, I actually thought...
Yeah.
Well, there is a horse in it.
Okay.
Oh, wow!
He started off early this week.
I didn't realize
Yes.
cowboys
Started off early
existed in the
this
Middle
week.
Ages.
It's a welcome change, because, like...
There's a horse in it.
It's a horse!
I just said yeehaw, as in, like, let's go. But,
Giddy up.
we are ready.
I'm like,
There's spurs into it.
Giddy up.
You better look out, Dylan. Yeah, kick you.
Dark Knight is still, like... you
Not
know,
Danielle
with all
Steele.
the like Dark Knight metal and that, I thought it was like going to be the same, but it's completely different. It's like knighthood and all that. So.
Ah, yeah,
it's
sure.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
I went into
Sorry,
it.
from the way you started, I thought it was about westerns.
I went into it thinking it's like, oh, not another metal shit
Yeah.
storyline again, you know. But yeah, so this one's basically
Pleasant surprise.
yeah,
High fantasy, Lord of the Rings kind of take on
Complete
DC.
Camelot.
Yeah.
yeah, Camelot.
Yes.
Complete DC mashup.
It's
It was great.
Yeah,
Starts off with similar tropes of certain aliens leaving. Well,
with a twist.
That's
Yeah.
a twist.
There's
How
going to
do
be
we-
spoilers.
Yeah. Well,
Spoilers.
we'll go spoilers, but not hard spoilers.
not the last one,
Yeah.
right? The big one.
Nah,
The
but yeah,
last-
the early ones, I think you got to have some
Yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to set a bit of a setting.
I was
So-
very excited about this, and then I'm reading it, and then you see, the pod come from Krypton, opens,
Yeah,
Jor-El and Lara have come to Earth. So it's not just Kal-El.
Yeah.
they couple.
Heavily pregnant.
Yeah,
Yes.
like he's not like in the way we sort of think.
Yeah.
He's an Earthman. Like he's
He's-
obviously heritage is Kryptonian, but he
Yeah.
wasn't born there.
Yeah.
He's born here.
Yes.
He's got an Earth passport.
So I think eventually that'll
Oh, really?
Have an
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
an effect. Yeah.
like it's like they land, and she's like he's coming.
She's
Yeah.
given birth there, and
And
then
that
you've
is
got
quite
some.
a moment, too. 'cause,
Oh, that's what you meant.
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
You never really seen them come with him.
Yeah,
Just
it's
in
different.
general in
No, it's always
Elseworld
best
stuff.
been the
Yeah.
They're
baby.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you saying for me?
No, then from there on, it kind of moves forward by about 20 years.
19 years, I think,
years-ish.
yeah. So they're all pretty young.
Yeah.
Bruce and Clark would be around the same age.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Were they?
Around about.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit younger.
Mm-mm.
So basically, Jor-El and Thingy are king and queen of their little kingdom.
Yep.
And
Batman is a knight.
the knight. Yeah.
Yep.
We have a
Harley.
mage. Oh, yeah, Harley Quinn.
Harley
as a
Quinn.
jester.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
And
Few
Bruce
pages.
has a network of
Oh,
spies.
that's the best. That might be my favorite.
Yeah,
bit of the
he's
book.
got a network of spies
Yeah.
that he's scattered around the kingdom. They're called the Robins.
Very Game of Thrones-ish.
Yes.
The, with the
very
sparrows. That was
nice.
very cool. We see John Constantine.
Yes,
That's all I'm going to say about that.
because there's another kingdom.
Kingdom of Storms.
Yes.
They seem to be very magic
Yes.
reliant,
Yes.
and
Slash
the elves. Yeah.
Humans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right?
But the elves have outlawed magic in their kingdom because magic is one of the only things that can harm Kryptonians.
Yes.
Jor-El's like, we are the last of our species. We're going to preserve our species.
And it
And-
turns out there's like an assassin after them. So
Yeah.
you find out
And
what
even that,
happens.
like,
and-
man, how cool! Like, there's some,
Yeah.
they've, whew, some very interesting things, and like the big twist thing at the end we won't get into. Part of it, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but at the same time, it leaves a door open to do some very interesting things. Many options to go
Yeah.
with.
Especially with the twist plus the big moment
Yeah.
after that as well.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
those two
I know what it is.
poignant moments really tie in. Like when I first picked it up, I went 12-part issue. This could be, but I really think this 12 parts is going to be pretty gung ho. And there's characters that we've seen what they can do, but we haven't even seen them yet. From like the Storm. It's really leading to some interesting storylines.
Well, is one of them who we think it is? Me and Dylan were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I think you're talking about a person that powers something.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Do we
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
We don't even know
yeah.
who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I can't wait because I think they've done a really good job of making the DC characters fit in this world.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see who else and what they're going to be. Where they're like, what are they going to do with the Flash?
I can't wait to see
Right?
Wonder
Like,
Woman.
yes.
Wonder
Flash will
Woman.
just be a messenger.
Wonder Woman's like right at home.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I can't say any more.
And like using, it's not just the big guns. Like, the other king, the
Yes.
king, the Storm Kingdom sort of guy, who's the king of that.
Yeah.
Very interesting choice.
Yes.
Right, just because it's not your big guns.
Yeah.
Um.
Like it's not like Lex Luthor or something that you would feel
yeah.
was a bit typical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like at this stage, you're like, which
And for
one
good,
is the-
good reason
who's
though,
the good
that
guys,
person,
who's the
because
bad
you may see that
guy?
person a bit more soon.
Storm. The same person we're thinking of?
Yeah.
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 Maybe?
With the word?
No.
That's what
I
he
do
thinks.
believe.
I
I do
know-
believe he's coming.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
One thing
I
I
think
didn't.
you're thinking of somebody else.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh,
For the
okay.
Storm Kingdom.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He
Now-
think- you
now-
know, he thought it was
I
Black
someone
Adam.
else. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
it was
No,
Black Adam.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That just shows my depth of DC knowledge.
But yeah,
I
Storm
learned-
Kingdom, like,
I
that's
learned him.
very nice.
Yes.
That
Is it
now
like-
that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Has it got a 1602 vibe?
Like
Oh.
sort of.
The 1602 was that more like grounded or
Yeah,
did it
it
have
was more
magic?
grounded.
Yeah.
It didn't really.
Not as fun, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
Gaming.
Oh, okay.
This is-
692 was a great concept that fell a bit flat for me
It-
at the time.
I think it took ages for it to come out as well.
Yeah, and it was just boring.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that bit irked me is like the dialogue, and it's repeated in like a manuscript, and it's like, why am I reading it sort of twice? If you know what I mean.
With the constant, yeah, because
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
I understand that.
It's
I
in the
understand.
it's in the literature
Yeah, it's,
now.
I know, but like,
Yeah. It's meant to illustrate that it's been chronicled by the
Yes.
scribe.
yeah,
But I do get that.
yeah, it could
You're
be
reading the
done
same thing twice, yeah.
somewhat of a better way. Like it could have had the manuscript with like the speech, like as the speech.
Why don't you just not read the second time after like two things? That's what I did.
It's on the page. You
Because
gotta read
by the
it.
time he got to the bottom of it and thought about doing that, it stopped.
Yeah, I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the
I
bit where
won't
he
read
goes,
it.
I just read the dialogue, not
Yeah.
the.
our bleep and end. I don't
Yeah.
think that's a bit. Yeah, that was a bit. Like just the
I
line
think that
itself.
was the best bit. Actually,
does the
I
line
did read that
itself.
last one.
Because
Yeah.
that's Constantine.
That's Constantine.
And it's
That's the one thing I do
it's a nice little. Who writes the book isn't necessarily always transcribing exactly what
Yeah.
was said.
Yes.
Like-
yes.
Like most of
know. Rock and
history
Dogma.
Yes.
in real life.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they word it the way they want it to be seen.
Okay.
I thought that was the point of that.
Alright.
But I know what you mean. It was a bit
Yeah, well,
irritating.
I'm
That's why I
just-
just skipped them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I gotta shout out to the line like swifter than a crossbow bolt,
Yeah.
stronger than castle. That was really cool.
No, it was, like when they first announced it, you're like, it just looked like a cool concept, like an old school classic Elseworlds.
Yes.
You know,
They've done
Yep.
stuff similar to this in Elseworlds
Yeah.
before.
And like, I think this is what Tom Taylor I think does the best. Just outside, give him something where he doesn't need to know the
Oh, we've seen
continuity.
the Dark
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ages,
Dark
yeah.
Ages deceased. Just let him not have to
Just
worry
tell
about
a
what's
story.
going on with 40 books.
Yeah.
So this great, very good, very good.
Yes. Very.
Yeah, I was shocked. I picked it up and had a flick, didn't really do, and then you like just have a read, and yeah, I'm really glad I did because it's a lot more than I expected. Can't read way too much DC.
And like 12, I know like 12, but you're like,
No, it'll work.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
it'll
because
work.
it's given us really nothing.
Yeah. And then 19.
What-
You know, the main cast, they're 19 years old. That's
It
a lot.
gave
of
us nothing, but it gave you a lot.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? Like
100%.
it gave you a lot in regards to how much they can build on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, great.
Speaking of assassins,
Yes. Good segue.
Hey!
thank you. I got one for the. Oh wait, not that one. Human Target.
This was very good as well.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
That's probably the book of the week for me.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Ooh. It's tough. There's some really good books this week.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
Basic
I know.
gist is our human target here. Was it Christopher
Chance.
Chance, yep. He takes a job and finds out that he got more than he bargained for. So basically his time is limited and he has to solve it's practically now a whodunit.
I really liked his job, like what he does. He will disguise himself as you if you feel like someone wants it out for you. Then he'll go out, get quote unquote assassinated, and then solve the murder to try and find
Yes.
out who wanted you dead. Like that was really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's the art's nice. Suits it.
Smallwood.
For
Right?
sure.
Art is excellent.
Yeah.
Smallwood.
He did Moon Knight, right? With
Yeah, he did some nice
Sure
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this in previews a couple of months ago. I thought it looked really interesting, and I'm really, really glad I picked it up. The whole conversation stuff with Luther was excellent.
Luther was amazing in that.
Not really
man.
going to give you any spoilers here because we really don't know what's going on yet. But
Yeah.
essentially, it was a job that he was doing for Luther, and he's just now being caught up in something that's a lot bigger. A bit of help from some other certain superheroes that
Yeah.
come in, and again, I think this is DC Black Label, but it's normal size. Book 1 of 12 again, I think.
Yeah,
if I
he usually
remember
does
rightly.
12 parters.
Tom King again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom King again. Yeah, I'm really keen to see where this goes on to. And yeah, same before, Smallwood's art is excellent. I've missed that from the and it's a lot more retro than what he did in the in Moon Knight as well for the
Yes.
setting.
It looks
And
like
works.
a 100% better Phil Noto.
Oh, bro.
Mm.
Phil Noto wishes he was this good.
That's what I'm saying. 100% better Phil Noto
I
style art.
was a little about this when it came in. I was like, oh, yeah.
And then
Tom King, it's going to be 12 parts of nothing. The first issue will be good, and then you'll read the same thing for freaking 6 months. But when I flick through it and I see the Doctor, I was like, oh,
yeah, and I was like, hey, Jace,
Yeah.
you see which JL it is?
yes.
Yeah.
And I think I missed that on my first flick, because I was
Yeah.
just thinking, I got to the Doctor and going, oh, well, I will take this. I will give this a shot. That was great. Yeah, the JL,
Yeah.
and that,
So what do you mean by that with the Doctor? I want to give me some background on why it's so.
I just dig him. He's-
Okay.
I like
Neat
that
character?
character. Yeah.
This dude you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who
Yeah.
is that?
Dr. Midnight.
Dr. Midnight.
Yeah,
Okay, he
same.
said that later,
Yeah.
but okay, so
Golden Age character, right?
Yeah.
right.
In the modern days in JSA.
Because I could see Booster and a few of the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guys in
yeah.
the background. I don't know half these characters to be honest.
Well, they're the
Well, you'll find out.
spoilers.
I don't know if I want to know yet, but yeah, like,
JLA International.
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that, but like.
So they
I
were
don't
like
know.
a more comedy-ish Justice League
Okay.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like its most famous thing is
Was that Beetle?
Batman
Yeah.
knocks out Guy Gardner.
Yeah, they were like the main Justice League in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
When Superman
Early
died.
90s and stuff.
So when Doomsday came in, it wasn't like Wonder Woman and Batman.
It
It
was
was
all
those
these guys.
guys
Oh, that's
fighting
cool.
Doomsday. Yeah.
That's where the Booster Gold Blue Beetle relationship
Yeah.
Yep.
came from.
Who's this dude?
He's the Green Lantern. Quark?
right,
Gnort.
right.
Gnort.
Yeah, that's
Cool,
it.
cool.
And the Russian dude out there, was that Rocket Red or something?
Yeah, I was trying to
What's
think
his name?
that
Is
when
it
I
Rocket
was
Red?
reading it.
Who's
Miss Miracle.
It's
that's
the
Miss
Miracle.
Miracle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, overall, yeah, good read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the inner monologue. He's in it. His
Yeah.
inner dialogue is
The
excellent.
60s
It-
vibe really,
Yeah.
really works.
It sort of tricked me, like whose monologue it was at first, and
Sure.
then it's like, oh, okay, it's
Yeah, because
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You talked about the double sort of speech in that. Oh my god, that one page where he's trying to be Dr. Manhattan Watchman. I was like, god damn.
Yeah, when it's going back each day in the panels.
Day
right?
5,
Oh,
day
that-
4,
yeah.
day 7, you're not good enough for that.
Because the thing is, it doesn't like. Because I'm thinking, oh, okay, if I read this backwards, would this somewhat provide a timeline? It's like, nah,
It doesn't. I
really.
tried.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great book.
Excellent.
Great. Very.
Yeah, so it's
Sweet.
probably, if it's not book of the week, I think what maybe next may be.
It's probably the surprise book of the week for me, but
Yeah, it was just definitely.
Yeah, the other two
surprising.
I was more
Can
confident.
I do another segue? Oh, you're going to go in that
We're
order.
gonna
Because
go
I was
whatever.
thinking of going that one next.
Okay,
Hey.
segue away then, Dave.
Alright, speaking of Lex Luthor.
Oh fuck!
That's even worse than
That was
Brad.
terrible.
What?
Oh,
Ah.
honestly.
Superman.
78?
Yep.
My segue about the next one was going to be Book of the Week was a better segue.
Detective.
Jesus. Anyway.
And this
Okay.
guy's a detective. That's a detective.
I didn't read that,
Well,
I'm
not,
sorry.
you know, like,
Yeah, because you're missing out.
I'm sorry.
Let's get to that. Yeah, let's do this.
I haven't read that yet. I haven't read anything this week, really.
it was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Man, just Lex Luthor steals the show
Oh,
again.
right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just constantly proclaiming in the third person that he is the savviest criminal mind
Yeah, like,
of
who
this
does
age.
it, right?
He shows up and he's like, "Hello, I am Lex Luthor."
And it'll be awesome when he will finally prove it eventually.
Mr. Brainiac, Professor Brainiac, I'm not sure what to call you. I'm Lex Luthor, the savviest criminal.
It's just very, like, 70s.
Oh,
Superman's arch nemesis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And you can't not hear
Gene
Hackman.
Hackman,
Yeah.
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 Like, just so badly. It's great. And it's also very interesting, like... Yeah, like, Brainiac's obviously the bad guy in this, but...
What they do with
Yeah.
the bottle
Yeah.
city of
Bottle
Candor
City
is
of Candor,
very,
you're like, oh!
very different and like, whoa,
It changes sort of
everything.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
collecting somewhat. So,
Yeah, no, it was
I'll read it when I get home.
yeah.
very interesting to see where that's going to go.
I'm loving how fun this is.
Yes,
Just,
yes.
yeah, that's, yeah, like, yeah. There's time and place for some serious storytelling in comics. Sometimes I just want some fun
Yeah.
and some big, colorful.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can tell when it, like
Wow.
Don't
when
worry,
he
he
you're not
pats
gonna
him on
see
the back, it's like, oh yeah, that,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
that
yeah,
news
yeah,
something immediately. It's like, okay.
And then, like, yeah, fun. And just to see some sort of supervillainness
Yeah.
in that setting. You're
Yeah.
like, well, I love Superman 1 and 2, but it lacked a distinct comic book supervillainness. Obviously, you got Zod, but it's not, you know?
Yeah.
Not the same.
Interesting.
But, the over to the topness that these Brainiac and, yeah, Lex is great. And the artist, I think, nails, not every panel, but certain panels you get it and you can see, like, oh, yeah, that's Mark Kidder, and that's being like, but not every time where it looks like he's tracing pictures.
There's no Grant Gladness.
There was,
Yeah.
there was one where Luther had like double chin.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm like, that's
so
just
Hackman,
like-
Yeah.
Well, that was great. I'll
Yeah,
wait
there.
for the next one and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah. So much fun.
yeah, it's just
Steven. Alright, I've got no more segues.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of segues, detectives. Book of the week
This is pretty damn good.
is
Yeah.
so good. Zdarsky kicking goals, and I don't mean behinds, I mean goals. So good.
Yes,
so,
that's the things I cover.
yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, what was
that
like, wait, hold on,
that,
did I
that turned
miss-
me on straight away.
Yeah, From what he was
Let's get
telling
into
me
it.
is like he
Inside cover.
book starts on the
panel
inside
start.
cover.
The inside. Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Newburn is he's a detective with a twist, being that he works for the mafia. I'm not going to give a few bits away, but not too much away.
Works
Um,
or worked?
Works.
Oh, sorry.
So if a bunch of drugs gets taken by gets stolen from the Yakuza, he'll find out who stole it.
Yep.
If a Russian gets killed from the mob, he'll find out who did it. If so on and so
Well,
forth.
his line of, I'm a UN inspector
Yeah.
walking through the war zone
Exactly right.
is the
You
best
can't
way to
touch me.
describe it, yeah.
Yeah.
No one...
And what happens if I do?
They
all
all-
hell
yeah,
will rain
yeah.
down upon you by every nation.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, it was very good.
He has another great line at the end that I won't say, but talks about his past. So essentially, something's going on. It starts off with him just rocking up to a crime scene, and the police are just letting him through. Goes and has the interviews. Like, he just takes over.
Oh, the way he's bang, like, the old lady...
So the old lady doesn't know exactly when. So something had happened, a robbery had happened, there was some shooting. She didn't know exactly when it happened. They were talking about a TV show, and it was just the old detective stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have done it while the show was on, and the ad break, and
Yeah.
this would have finished. So it was about 8:15. Oh, yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
about 8:15. So
He's a very smart dude.
very,
right?
very well written, very smart. It also gives you some good backgrounds. Like there's some diary notes and stuff in there as well. It just, it gives you everything you want around New York crime, gangsters, corruptish police. I guess we're going to see down the track too. There's just, Zdarsky is writing some great shit at the moment.
Like, if this was a TV show, this would be the hottest TV show on TV.
Oh, easily.
You know what I mean?
And it will be.
Yeah, give it time.
It will be.
Yeah.
Does the art change? Because this is different from... Or is that a different story?
It's a different story, but the art's it's still pretty similar. I think it's the same artist still. I think it's Tessera.
Yeah.
Different colorist, maybe?
Yes.
That probably was a chance.
Yeah.
Or they're just colouring it different.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it was definitely different.
But still part of like the whole...
Oh yes.
story, right?
Yes. Oh, definitely. It's a.
Looking at credits, that's cheating.
It will link into the story at another point. I imagine that last story.
Okay.
That last couple of pages.
Cool.
So yeah, Newburn cannot go. I think it's just ongoing. Ace Speckies, it'll be a TV show.
It just screams TV show.
I hope it is.
Absolutely.
And if they do it right, it'll be great because it is so far so good.
But you know they'll corny it up on TV show, probably.
Yeah, well, there probably won't be an older white gentleman in it. Let's just say that.
Well, but his partner might help. Dylan read Magic Order number 2?
Yes, I
Or
did.
Magic Order 2 number 1.
The book was magic, just like this.
Okay.
Oh, you want segue?
I didn't say good segue. Sorry.
Okay, anyone else read this?
No.
I did
No.
not. Because I was...
Is this Fractions?
Miller.
Oh, Miller.
Miller, yes. I read the original when it came out like 5 years ago. or
Yeah, that's
something.
why I haven't read it yet. I want to dig out the first one and reread it.
Ah.
And I was a bit foggy on the details, but
Yeah.
this is awesome. I can't wait for it. Those of you who don't know, Magic Order, it's essentially kind of like a mafia kind of thing, but with
Like
magic.
families and stuff?
Yes, families.
I could have done that segue.
Yes, you could have.
I had them lined up for a reason, Dave.
Yeah, and one of my favorite parts about the original was just the crazy messed up ways Miller would come up with to kill people using magic. I feel like I've told this before on the podcast, but I can't remember.
I think you have to
Taxi?
say it again.
No, the book, like the novel. They're interrogating somebody, so he's not cooperating. So they pull out. Was it a copy of Robinson Crusoe?
Yes.
Magic him into Robinson Crusoe. So 20 years later, he comes out. He lived through the events of that novel. 20 years on a deserted island or whatever, and then he's like, "Okay, cool. You ready to talk now?"
That's pretty cool.
Stuff like that.
But does he come out older?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
like the whole novel has happened to him.
Trade for the first one?
Yes.
Yes.
do
have
we
it at
have
the
it?
moment. Oh, no, yes, no, we did have one.
Oh, yeah?
We did,
Cool.
We did have one.
Cool.
But yeah, very... Like, I think at the time it was like... You know, this image in there weird solicits. Whereas something like Sopranos meets Harry Potter or something rubbish like
Like,
that.
oh!
But you're like, I do get what they mean.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't read this because I want to dig out to reread it.
Because yeah, it's magic families at war with each other, basically for power.
Yep,
Very much
yep.
a mobster thing.
And power struggles inside their own families.
Yes,
Very mobbish sort of stuff going on.
highly recommend it.
Cool.
And yeah, this looks equally as messed up, I have to say.
Interesting.
Trade.
Because the first one was Miller and was it
Copiel?
Copiel? Yeah.
Okay.
And this one, Immerman on art. And because that one, it was a long time between. Like, it wasn't regular.
It was
So
delayed.
it
Yeah,
really
for sure.
hurt the flow. And I think that's why. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna dig them out and smash it before I read this one. But maybe do that over the weekend. Well, probably not. It is the weekend. But yeah, it's good. Alrighty. What about?
If you like
I'm sorry?
magic, how about dogs and monkeys?
Yeah.
For you
I probably
listeners-
should've went the other way.
For you listeners, Jason just accidentally unplugged my laptop. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome. This is great if you got a spare. What do you
A
reckon?
minute.
No, minutes being generous.
It's not a lot of words in it,
It's pretty.
obviously.
Yeah.
It looks very,
It's very
nice. It's
pretty.
it's the backstory of Laika, the Russian dog
Yeah.
that went into space.
It just made me sad because it reminded me that Leica died because they shot her into space.
Yeah.
The whole time,
Is
like,
he-
oh, I'm sad.
But is he dead?
This is
She-
a comic book,
it's-
David.
it's a-
Is she dead?
This is a comic book,
Yeah.
David, not real life.
Yeah, in real life, she's dead.
She died.
Long dead.
Oh.
Yes.
And if she survived,
Monkey
she'd be
survived.
dead by now.
Yeah, the monkeys came back.
Monkeys came back and survived.
One of them died
now-
after.
Yeah.
I think
Like, yeah, even if Laika survived, she'd be dead by now.
Yes. Well,
We got
re-entry.
7,000 doggies.
Yeah.
It was re-entry also. Like, it
Yes.
came back
Yeah.
into the atmosphere, so
Yeah, so it's basically the backstory of Leica, how they found her, and the handler for her that
It's still very good.
Oh
don't get
yeah,
me
it's
wrong.
very good.
But I really, really liked the first issue, and this one I felt a little. I didn't learn anything new.
I
Yeah.
feel
He
it
didn't
feels
learn
like
anything
half
new.
an issue.
Yeah,
Even though
Yeah.
there's two separate stories in it, it still doesn't feel like a full issue. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
like it's beautiful and there's a lot of great imagery here, but it just does. It's not enough.
and like
Especially for
it's only a
I think
short
a
run, 5 or 6
5 or 6
parter?
parter. It was weird that
Well,
Yeah.
probably the other issues will have a bajillion words in it.
I'm guessing so, and you get a bit more in the back end where you see the
Yeah, well, the handler
Westworld
for
Yeah,
Leica once.
Don't get us wrong. Like it's all it nice.
It's
Like,
great.
it was
It's a
great.
great
flow
book.
and all
enjoy
that.
it, but I just wanted
yeah.
more.
yeah.
Mm.
And
You
that's
want
probably it,
more?
because it's so good. We just wanted more.
Yeah.
I loved that first issue, and I was hanging to see where issue 2 would go.
Yeah.
And I read it, I'm like, well, it's about it ends at the same spot.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
and we
Right,
could be
like,
slightly
just
worried
halfway
that
around the world.
the story, like how much of it will progress by the time 6th issue happens.
Dave doesn't speak for all of us on that one. I have,
Jeff Lemire will probably.
I have a lot of faith in where that story will go.
Okay.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, he hasn't let us down yet.
Alrighty. For me.
You do it again.
Yes.
Yes.
Unplugged
This
it
is the
again,
last
Jason.
one. Amazing Fantasy. So, do we work out what's going on in this book yet?
This is a book. It's got pages.
It's
There's
comics.
drawings
that
on
cover
it.
alone. Baby
Baby
Storm.
Storm.
With a cap shield on a weird little pony, evil looking pony. Like, that just screams by me.
Okay, before we get into the actual contents of the book, Jason, let's talk about the cover. For people watching the video, I'm going to show this to you. It's got a crease
Ah,
on the cover, like that's the print,
Oh,
right?
so it's
That's
like
part of the artwork, right? So,
I might have swore at the diamond boxes when I was opening it.
yeah, look, oh man. Yeah, I'll show the camera.
That is hilarious.
so that's not real.
I'll get it to focus there.
Well, it is real.
It's real.
No, not
we
like
go.
It's intentional.
yeah.
It's part of the printed cover for the
Yeah.
viewers, listeners, not viewers.
Yes.
But I'm like, God damn it!
There's so many of them these days, too.
Yeah.
Like, so many with a little nick.
It would be hilarious if it was just like one dude in the factory just creasing every single one on purpose. And then you get all these messages back. And it's like, oh no, it's how it's done. It's like that.
So I'm opening the boxes to take a couple of comics out, and the next thing on the the top of the pile, I'm like, God damn, look at this crease. Pick up the next. Oh, I see. We'll give it a rub.
Yeah.
I know it's smooth. It's smooth.
I would love if it was real broken,
Yeah.
just so
On purpose,
it would
eh?
like the CGC rating on it would. They would have to do a new one.
Oh, there'll like never be like a 9.2.
Imagine,
like,
imagine sending that to the CGC and the guy writes that down.
Yes.
It's creased in the corner.
So,
So this
what
is
is the
the
story?
Yeah.
penultimate issue.
Hey!
Hey.
So do the
Um,
stories like combine, or is it just the
So
three
everyone
separate
has
still?
kind of come together now. In the last
Okay.
issue, there was a giant war, and Pete kind of got screwed over by Unky Ben, and some other stuff happened,
no.
and yeah, the Red King came in, and yeah, this. In this book, though, there is a person we haven't seen before that looks like the Grim Reaper, but we don't know what the face is, and there's an army of the dead, and there's a lot of really, really cool things going on. But I don't know what they are because it's still so confusing, and there's only one book left. But at the same time, it's excellent. I can't wait to read the next book. So, yeah, it's all there's. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but yeah, it's all coming to a head in the next book. But there's still some real unexplained things. You do finally see some more stuff with the little storm
Yep.
girl, and then yes, there's some other creatures that come on a little bit later on that are quite interesting.
Stormboy's sister.
That's the, and then you see some interesting emotions from the Red King after he stabs someone. He seems to get quite excited about that in a strange panel near the end of the book.
Show the people.
Do we show the people?
Show the people.
Sure,
There's
sure.
quite.
Oh, do you
It's
want
just
to-
it's
Oh,
just
you can do it. You
weird.
got better arms.
I'm not going to steal the
Okay.
line from Anchorman, but after he stabs it, there's a shot of the guy's pelvis area, and there's a weird pleat. You could say a weird.
That's a little sus.
It's sus. Now look, whatever makes you happy, I guess, but usually it's not stabbing someone.
Wow. Obviously, you're not stabbing enough people. Well, they're not stabbing the right people.
That could be
The right
true.
spot. You gotta get the right spot.
Oh, some people are stabbing.
So yeah, I'm actually really excited for this last book because I think there's going to be a hell of a lot in it, and hopefully we can answer some questions
Yeah.
on what the hell's going on.
Fingers
But
crossed.
damn, it's been fun.
Anybody else read anything else?
Yeah.
I think that's about all I think that's about all I read.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read
Yeah,
anything.
books
this
coming
week.
late, movies to watch.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
I have
quite
to
get
do
to
stuff.
read everything I would like
Yeah.
to have.
I also read Knighted.
Oh, yes, how was that?
Excellent, and put that on the card because that is great. I picked it.
Oh, wait, that's your turn.
I saw it in previews a while back, and I'm like, that looks interesting. And being just, I don't know, I like Knights and stuff because I follow the Knights and I like red and blue. And I went, Greg Hurwitz, he's a right writer. I'll check this out.
Text
And
on art?
text on art. It is excellent. It's essentially,
Is it the Santa Claus but with Batman or something?
a little bit, but done really well.
Okay.
The guy Bob, you want to have a go. Like it starts off with him proposing to his missus, and his missus just annihilating him, going, "I want you to be more. Just be more. You can be more." He's a police analyst dating the commissioner's daughter, and he cops it off all the detectives. So there was a massive virus that killed like 4 billion people on Earth, and the ones that survived, some of them got superpowers.
Oh, okay.
So some of them are just weird, shitty little powers, but some of them are fully powered up. And there's this superhero called the Knight, and he, is keeping. And yeah, further on in the issue, something happens, and kinda for everyone that's seen the Santa Claus, but the way it works and when it all kind of goes down, he's Alfred essentially.
I think I saw that.
Holy hell, that dude is excellent. Like, yeah, the way I'm really, really keen to see how it goes, where it goes. He's set up like these cavemen is very Batman-ish, and all these toys, his gauntlets, he's got Wolverine claws, and all. It's just ripping heaps of different stuff off. And then the backstory shows this the main villain that's going to be coming into it. Yeah. Building a whole universe pretty quickly in a book did quite well, so definitely keen to see where it continues on. So yeah, Knighted, give it a chance. If you find, I don't know if you're going to get any more issues.
I think I put an order in today. I'll get an answer.
Definitely
tonight,
worth a
probably, see what
read
happens.
and check it out because I think it's going to be fun. I also purchased Friday. That was that was your trade of the week. Haven't read that yet because books did come late, so I'll give that a read next week.
It looks pretty.
Yeah.
Always looks pretty.
And the other ones, the only 2 things I didn't get to read, which is weird because I read all this DC stuff, I read all these independents, and the 2 books I didn't read were the Death of Doctor Strange tie-ins.
Oh.
So, so Avengers and
Strange
Academy.
Yeah.
So I'll get them to them next week. But that's about it.
Cool.
Same.
Same.
Alrighty. Let's have a look at the next issue of Wizard that we've got here.
Woo!
Yeah.
While we do that, Dylan and Dave are going to draw again.
Oh no.
Is this the grand finale?
One
This
all.
is, yes. So
This is Wizard 2000.
best out of 3. So they're going to draw. They're not going to do any style. They're just going to draw.
Choose your own adventure
Yes, and we're going to pick. And you're drawing Psylocke.
God.
from the X-Men.
All swords and legs.
Reference?
You
Yeah,
know
I know.
what she looks like.
I was going to...
Let's go to the back.
Dave reference.
I do need a
I-
little bit of refresher. on bits
I
of
need-
facts.
Do we need to stand up for this?
a reference because I have never drawn Psylocke ever.
There you go.
You just need to know what she looks like.
Me neither.
Are you
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Just not drawn, just drooled.
Alright. Pick one, anyone. Probably the MVC2 one there.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
It's a bit small.
So what do you got, Nin?
So this is Wizard, December 1999, Wizard 2000. So
That was the times.
yeah,
2000 everything.
yeah. Let's start off.
Surprised it
What
wasn't Wizard Y2K.
what we usually do is casting call,
Yep.
and this was Earth X. Or was it
Oh.
Oh, they get to play old school Wolvie.
Earth X the movie?
I think I know who it is, right? Yes.
Not even that.
That's so
All right, let's start off with Captain America.
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ah,
So
nice.
Just because he's bald.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, rugged.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him opening his mouth? Like, I like to know go Steve Austin.
That heavy Texan
But
accent.
yeah, he's not Captain America.
Instead of like the Brooklyn accent that he's
Yes.
supposed to
And
have.
like just totally different
Stone
type
Cold
of
trying to do a
person.
Brooklyn accent would be the best.
Oh man,
Okay,
that's terrible.
it's excellent.
Sean Connery as Tony Stark,
Yeah, that's cool. Especially,
which would be
do
funny
you
with
remember
his,
the way he
with
was
his
drawing
accent.
back in the?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. He's just gonna say.
No, it'd be great. That's why it's so. This is just a shit show so far. It's great.
I've seen Highlander,
Yes.
where he was meant to be. What was he meant to be?
Egyptian, is he not?
Yeah, he was Egyptian.
Egyptian or Spanish?
No, he was Egyptian, and then he became a Spaniard.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he was
That
supposed to.
sounds
Yeah.
Scottish.
You got Tom Arnold as Ben Grimm.
That'd be
Tom
so
Arnold!
good.
Tom
Ben
Arnold.
Grimm just doing mountains of cocaine.
Tom
He
Arnold.
doesn't even have the voice for it.
He hasn't got nothing for it.
No.
He wasn't a terrible at.
But like, what? I don't even see like the Stone Cold thing. At least I get it. He's bald
Yeah.
and he's popular. It's 2000. Maybe not
Okay.
peak, maybe a bit past peak.
Natasha Henstridge as Thor. So I never read
Oh
Earth
yeah,
X.
because it's Lady Thor.
So did you read Earth X?
Yeah.
Wait, is this Valkyrie supposed to be Thor?
Yes. Yes. Essentially.
Isn't it Thor gets turned into a woman?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. I think I read somewhere that it's kind of like when Odin banished him to Earth to teach him
Oh
a
yeah, no,
lesson.
that's right. It says it
Yeah.
here. Thor
It's a-
cursed by Odin to
I
walk
remember
midnight
that.
as a
Oh.
wooden.
And it wasn't good. The arts, the
Well, if-
designs were great.
If Earth X and they're talking about it in '99, it came out in '98 or in that year.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been since
Yeah.
I've read it.
Yeah,
so,
same.
Tony Hopkins as Dr. Reed Richards, which I would
I could dig that.
as Dr. Richards Reed Richards as in Doctor Doom's gear.
Yeah.
I can buy that. That's,
Yeah.
that's good
It's
casting.
the best one so far.
Yeah. Ryan
Natasha
Reynolds.
Henstridge.
Mm.
Fine too.
Ryan Reynolds as Daredevil on the motorbike where he looks like Mephisto.
Can you
Yeah.
guess what picture they used for Natasha Henstridge?
I wouldn't be something from Species.
Oh, you reckon?
Oh.
It wouldn't be her on the gurney with the,
Wow.
the blue thing
Wow.
across the... Yeah.
They know their audience. Us.
We got
Would have done me in the day.
okay. Kristen Johnson as Sorcerer Supreme.
I used to
Who's Kristen
love
Johnson?
Kristen.
From
she
Third
Rock
Rock from-
for the Sun.
Yeah. She's too manly for my liking.
Yeah, she's good.
Frankie Muniz and Billy Bob Thornton as Bruce Banner and Hulk.
Especially that Hulk. That Billy Bob's
Yeah.
good for that Hulk.
Because he's got Billy, and they use Billy Bob picture from Sling Blade.
Of course.
So you got a big slack
Yeah,
jaws.
yeah.
Peters.
And Frankie Muniz was the, I guess the kid
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, by far.
at the moment from
That is perfect.
Malcolm.
Malcolm. And you got as Wolverine and Jean Grey, you got Robert Loggia
Erase.
and Anne Margaret.
That is perfect. I haven't seen him in... Wow, Independence Day is what they went off.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
You know, I know
Yes.
his face. I can't pick his name though. Like,
Robert.
Yeah, I know
Loggia.
that now.
Kurtwood Smith as Mr. S. I don't know who Mr. S is. Oh, it's Cyclops.
Yes.
Goes by S. Kurtwood Smith. The reason they picked him because he's wearing glasses in that photo.
That's enough.
He's a good.
Oh no, like I can see he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
he's not slim and tall, like not
Hmm.
slim enough for slim, but I can see it otherwise.
It's the boss from Big. That's where I knew him from.
Yes.
And last, you got Macaulay Culkin as the Skull, which looks like Third Reich Punisher.
Hitler Youth, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he?
Something
Yeah,
like
pretty
that.
much.
So, I never read Earth X, so both of you read that.
Mind control powers, if I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
rightly.
yeah.
How's that as a casting for people who read
Most of
Earth
it's
X?
terrible.
Like most of their
Yeah.
castings.
Oh no, this is probably the worst yet. I think. If I was going to go top to bottom, there's like maybe two you'd be like, yeah, I would actually cast
Yeah,
them.
2 or 3 that I reckon I
Yeah.
could pick. Yeah, it's not great.
We'll do Six Appeal, which is them trying to figure out who's the next.
Who's next?
Who's the next so and so. Let me get to that page.
We are about to go into the new millennium at the
Mm-hmm.
time.
So who's the next Majera and Bersic? Wizard picks the top 6 of the 21st century superstar creators.
Right.
So the next Michael Turner.
Huh?
Who-
What?
The next, who they think will be the next Michael Turner?
Mhm.
Ko Chai. I don't know who that is.
I guess I'm wrong then.
Rising Stars.
No, no.
Ah, yeah.
So that's wrong.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
You didn't know
Next,
who they
Kurt
were.
Berserk. Joe Casey.
That's pretty wrong. Joe Casey had a very successful... I'm sure he's quite happy with the way...
Oh yeah,
turned out.
absolutely.
But,
Ben 10 money.
yeah. Oh yeah, he just went in a different direction. And he was writing some good comics
Absolutely,
for...
yeah.
And, like, I can see it, though, because, he was... Around the time, he was doing the Children of the Atom minis with Steve Rude. So, he had that old school vibe, so that's why
Yeah.
I kept Berserk.
The next Joe Mad is Pat Lee.
Well, hang on. Does Pat Lee actually finish things?
Yeah.
No.
There you go. He's perfect then.
He would have
Nailed
done.
it.
He would have done more issues than Joe Mad did of his own book, though.
No chance.
Dark Minds. How many Dark Minds was there?
There was 2 minis of that, I guess. I was just thinking Transformers.
Oh,
Because Transformers is good, you know?
yeah. He did
His
Dark
company
Minds.
went belly up halfway through the last Transformer mini they were doing.
Wolverine and Punisher Revelation mini from Marvel Knights. That was garbage.
Yeah, that was garbage.
Goddamn Angel Punisher.
Well, that was
crap.
the second time they did that. At least that one looked pretty. First one had cool painted covers, though.
Mm. Yeah. It's still a terrible book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible concept. The next
So I was just waiting. They just needed to put something Punisher on so they could get Ennis. He had to finish Preacher.
Yeah. Next Kevin Smith, J. Michael Straczynski.
Which I like.
That's weird. That's a weird comparison. Like,
Because they're both TV.
Yeah.
Or
Hollywood.
from Hollywood.
But Straczynski was bigger.
that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so much bigger and around for longer. It's messed up.
Next, Alan Moore is Warren Ellis, which is close enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably Warren Ellis / Grant Morrison.
I'm surprised they didn't pick Morrison. Morrison wishes he was the wizard.
Oh, yeah. His sentient beard.
Yeah.
The body is just the host for this
Yeah,
beard.
It's the best.
It's the best. Next, Bob Harris is Tom Brevoort.
Well, not that wrong. He just never got the top job.
Yeah,
Otherwise, pretty much.
What else is there? In your
Because really,
jury-
the answer was Joe Quesada.
Something fell. In Your Dreams, which is comics coolest projects you'll never see, or maybe will.
Ooh.
I only picked this because half of them
Ooh.
are already done.
Of course they are.
Kingdom Come versus Earth X crossover. That never happened.
No.
Will probably never ever
Never.
happen.
And it wouldn't be good.
JLA versus Avengers happened.
It did. It took a long time.
Yes, it
We'll
looked
never get it again.
very pretty. It looked so nice.
When was that?
Ooh, early
Late
2000s.
90s, early 2000s. Yeah, it must have been like 99, 2000. It must
It
have
was
been 2000.
it was 2000s.
Yeah,
it was
'cause-
sometime
yeah.
2000s.
But it was originally started by George Perez, like in the 80s,
Oh.
Yeah.
because he was doing like some decent, working with both and whatever, and he was supposed to do it then, and then it got cancelled because companies had a tiff, and then they finally brought it back and he
Wow,
finished
okay.
it. It's what the big picture is on the entrance.
Ah.
So it looked very nice because it's George
Yeah.
Perez.
I always thought that. Okay, cool. I always thought that was just thrown not thrown together, but like
No,
you
no.
placed it so it was an amalgam of the.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Cool.
No.
Learn something every day.
Dark Knight 2 Returns or Dark Knight
Yes,
Returns
wow.
2. There was a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
And Marvel's 2, which just happened
Happens.
recently.
Yeah. Well,
It's
there's about 40 Marvel's books.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one's the sequel and which one's not, or which one's that.
And one you think would never have happened, but did. Watchmen 2, sort of.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, it's sequel of sorts. Like, what do you call it?
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday Clock. And then
Then they did the prequels.
after Watchmen, like,
Before
yeah, before whatever call it, Like, Alan Moore wasn't involved,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I guess-
they don't exist in Marvel.
yeah.
If the Wizard ain't writing it, it's not Watchmen. The show was half alright though.
Any other thing I did was top 10 creators. We'll go back to that.
Yeah, for sure. How's the drawing going, ladies?
I started again.
Oh, Dylan.
He's buckling under the pressure, Dave.
Dave.
You've got him.
Dave. Where's her bum?
I'm still trying.
Okay.
All right,
Give me eraser.
You go through creators.
Alright.
So it's different from the first time we did it because there's a lot of new faces.
Alright,
Some
let's-
of them I saw already. I'm like, this is stupid, but
Just at a quick glance, this rider lineup is pretty good, though. All right, so we'll go.
Oh yeah, and who's still working?
None of them. All right, we'll go from 10 to 1. 10, J. Michael Straczynski. For Rising Stars at the time, he hadn't even made the leap to writing Spider-Man and having big success.
I've read some. It wasn't
Rising
that.
Stars was a good concept.
It wasn't a good book.
But it was not.
Like
Boring.
yeah,
Rising Stars was boring. Sorry.
yeah. It was just. It looked nice, but
Heroes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the other one?
I don't know, but
Or there was like like
the Heroes ripped this up, honestly.
America's got superhero powers or something. There was another one of those.
Yeah, that's sort of different.
Yeah. Anyway, that's something. Anyway.
Number 9, Frank Miller for Sin City, Hell and Back at the time. Number 8, Warren Ellis, Planetary and Transmet. Both very good.
Yep.
Number 7, Grant Morrison for Justice League and The Invisibles. Man, or JLA, I should say. God damn. You know what happened with that money. Number 6, Kevin Smith, Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob.
Come on
man.
now. That's just them sucking up to Kevin Smith because they did that a lot.
Yes.
Wizard. They
That's
love.
all they did.
They did a like Kevin Smith special,
Yes.
like special magazine
Yeah, I
they
bought that.
made. Yeah, I bought that. I had to buy it from their store in Jersey because I couldn't get it any otherwise.
Dan Jurgens for Thor and Tomb Raider. Thor was excellent. Excellent Thor.
That was Tomb Raider, Dave. That was Tomb Raider.
Great for the first 25 issues.
Yeah, it's probably the Jurgens ones. Mark Waid, Flash, and he was about to take over JLA. Mark Waid's always pretty
Yes.
solid.
And his JLA run after Morrison was good.
Yeah. Number 3, Ennis with Preacher and Hitman. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
That's why Punisher. No,
It was-
the best. Like that's him at his prime.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, doing his own thing with Preacher, just changing the game sort of landscape wise of what you could push, but at the same time he's doing the ridiculousness of Hitman in the DCU.
Yeah.
That's him in his prime. Number 2, Alan Moore, America's Best Comics.
Did it just say America's Best Comics?
It says America's Best
Okay,
Comics.
so there's a lot of good stuff coming out
Yeah,
though.
well, because he was writing 3 or 4 books.
Yeah, and there's-
Promethea, Top 10, Tom Strong.
Yeah, I haven't read Tom Strong. I read the other two.
Tom Strong was the one that I was always more interested in. It's just like what do you call it, Doc Savage.
Yeah,
Huh?
is it still available? Like
Nah,
trades and
I don't
such?
think so. And number 1, Kurt Busiek,
Avengers.
Avengers and Iron Man. Both were very good books at the time. Very good.
How many are still working? Regularly.
Quite a few still. Like half?
What do you class as regular?
Like a monthly book, ongoing
On a
monthly
monthly
book.
book?
Oh,
None of
okay.
them.
None of them. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, because Wade was, but he's stopped now. Yeah, jeez.
None of them.
Like I know a
They're
lot
all
of
still
them
working,
do minis and
but-
stuff,
half
but
of them are still working.
Yeah.
Ennis is still doing books. Berserk, I think, is doing.
Yeah, he's doing Marvels.
Yeah.
And like
Wade's still
some of the
doing
older
books.
ones,
Yeah.
right?
Kevin, the other one's not.
Well, he hasn't really...
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Ellis,
Oh,
still
he's banned.
banned.
Yeah, he's not allowed to write comics anymore.
After. Oh, okay. We'll talk about after.
Top 10 artists.
Top 10 artists. Number 10, Kai Cha. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I guess. It was from Rising Stars.
Come on.
Case. Yeah.
Oh, number 9, Bart Sears for Spider-Woman.
That's who
There's
I
a
was.
name I
Yeah.
haven't heard. Like, they used to love him back in there. He did a lot of their covers.
Bart Sears.
Was that? That was a pretty crazy Spider-Woman, wasn't it? That was.
It's like,
It's May. Mayday. Was it Mayday?
No, that's Spider-Girl. Spider-Woman's like the Jameson's fake
It was
daughter.
pretty bright and crazy. Yeah, I think I've got a couple of the Venom issues.
Number 8,
8.
Johnny Romita Jr.
Hey.
Oh, that's too low.
Oh, and Peter Parker Spider-Man.
That's too low.
Johnny Romita doing 2 books. 2 books!
Too low.
Some of the covers of that Peter Parker Spider-Man was so damn good.
Yeah, he's
that one
great.
with the raining on the roof when he's the Venom's got Jonah and Spidey
Yes.
Such a
yes,
cover.
yes.
and Rain.
Number 7, J. Scott Campbell, Danger Girl.
And
Not
other
much has changed.
And other girls.
Number 6, obviously he must be real early in the hitting his top 6 in this, his top 10 in this. Lionel Yu on Wolverine.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where he first came on, and it was like, you're like, oh, what is this guy? Number 5, Joe Q on Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Joe Q's Daredevil work, best work of his career.
He's a great artist
Yeah, he
in
is.
general.
And like, especially the like,
Like when he's got Palmati with the inks.
Yeah. But yeah,
I remember when Danny Mickey was inking him too.
Yeah, Mickey did alright. Number 4, Adam Kubert on Uncanny X-Men at the time. Number 3, Michael Turner from Fathom. Number 2, Alex Ross for Earth X. That's a
That
bit of a
does not
stretch.
count.
Well, I think
He's just
obviously
counting
it counts.
covers?
No, I think Earth X, the first series, he did sort of rough breakdowns.
That still shouldn't count.
I know, but again, you
I
talk
know.
about Kevin Smith, it's the same thing.
I know.
Losing 0.
Yeah.
Or losing half of it.
And Ed Lex was there, so try. I'm sure they must have got a little cut.
Bloody-o.
And number 1, without a doubt, good choice, George Perez. on
Yeah,
Avengers.
absolutely.
It was the best looking comic at the time.
Yeah.
And probably still is the best looking comic.
But John Romita should have been a lot higher.
Yep. Oh, yeah, easy, bro, easy. All right, how many of these are drawing regular?
3.
Yeah.
Ramita, you still doing much?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Yeah, he was doing X-Men before.
Romita, you, and Kubert, the
Yeah.
only ones even somewhat regular.
Mm.
And then just Ross with his covers.
Yeah.
Ross with his,
Oh, yeah,
Ross with his
100%.
covers, Jay Scott with his covers,
Yeah, yeah,
and
but I-
He's
Fuck
not
it
doing
then.
covers. I wonder if you could do a female one for me.
no, I don't think that's out of his wheelhouse. Well,
Are we
they're
looking,
still doing
boys?
one more thing.
One more thing.
The
One
top,
more thing, time's ticking.
the top 10.
No time for rubbing.
I think we might
Yeah,
have a...
hey.
Hey,
Oof.
Um,
Interesting.
where is that thing? Should have made wrote it down. Oh well.
I need to go on the table with me.
Didn't spill it under the pump.
Mort of the month. Let's do Mort of the month.
Yeah, it was the more of the month.
Ravage.
Ravage, like 2099 Ravage.
Ravage 2099.
The last card.
How many morts out of 10?
8. 8 Morts out of 10.
Oh, it's a bit harsh.
Yeah. Anyway, the top 10, whatever randos. Top 10 comic future, desolate comic book futures.
Ooh.
So number 10.
Mm.
Wouldn't have a guess.
Mm.
It's a long shot, but
Mm.
It's
Deathlock.
it's Marvel. This one.
Oh.
It's a Last Avengers story.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
That's getting reprinted.
Oh, is it?
Tales.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Because I haven't read it.
Who wrote it?
Peter David.
Oh, okay.
So I know it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
He writes a good the end story.
He definitely does.
It's been like, obviously, it was just a little two-parter.
Mm.
The art was sort of like doing a painted-y thing, and yeah, right? But yeah, it's finally getting reprinted.
Mm.
In like, one of those Marvel Tales?
Yeah.
Marvel Tales? Yeah, where they put 2
Yep.
or 3. Like, they did Future Imperfect.
Yep.
Number 9 is Rock of the Ages from JLA 10 to 15.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good goddamn story. Like,
Morrison, wasn't it?
yeah, Morrison.
Yeah, those, like,
Morrison
peak
killed
of
it,
their
man.
Stuff, right?
His JLA run was great. Like,
Kevin
all of
Smith
it.
always used to talk about that. That was one of his favourite storylines, he reckons.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Future Imperfect, which is
Speaking of
probably
awesome
should have been higher.
storylines, That's going to be
Future
much higher,
Perfect.
man.
That's
That
gotta
should be in
top
top
5
5
at least,
easy.
right?
Well, one of them is a fucking bullshit joke answer because it's American.
It's what?
It's
Yeah.
an American. Yeah, I'll get to
You'll
it.
say.
Number 7 is Marvel 2099, which is dumb.
Right. 2099 over Future Imperfect.
Yes.
Don't worry, it gets worse.
Number 8 is Guardians of the Galaxy's Earth conquered by stupid-looking Badoon aliens.
Whatever. Again, nobody cares. Who cares about the Guardians of the Galaxy in the year 2000?
Yeah.
Nobody!
No. What a stupid...
Because it's like 90s Guardians team.
Yeah, it's not
right?
like Peter Quill or anything. It's
No, it's...
Vance Astro
Yeah,
and...
Charlie 27.
Yeah. Like the
Slice.
end of Guardians 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that team.
Yeah,
Prop-
the
prop
70s.
team.
Number 5 is if George W. Bush becomes president. That's why I'm saying it's
Yeah,
stupid. Number 4 is Earth X.
What a shot!
But I guess the only thing I must say about their thing is like, that probably wasn't even the worst they were getting. Suck.
It was like, we've only just begun.
Earth X is number 4, which over Future Imperfect.
Yeah.
Over,
No, cool designs, and that was about all.
Yeah, because I never read any
It wasn't very
X
good.
stuff. I always wanted to,
I
but
bought
like
all three like the whole trilogy, 12 issues of Pop, 13 issues of Pop, whatever it was.
13.
And the best thing was that Wizard Zero that came out at the start of it all, and you're like, these are amazing.
number 3 is Dark Knight Returns.
It's fair.
Yeah. Number
Yeah.
I'm torn on number 1 and 2,
Mhm.
but number 2 is Kingdom Come,
Yeah, it's fair.
and number 1 is Days of Future Past.
Ooh.
See,
Ooh.
they're
Should we go
both
all the way around, or?
yeah,
Ooh.
they're both great. So I can handle it, but I will also
No, I would take Days of Future Past at number 1. It's so much more bleak.
yes.
Hide.
That's the thing.
Yeah?
It's much more bleak.
And like Kingdom Come.
It's up there.
It's
You both
amazing. I
done?
love Kingdom Come.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
both done.
All right. So
Oof.
well, good.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that as number 1.
Yeah. Like I take that as number 1.
Those two, Dark Knight,
I could equal number
Future
1.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, that is more
Do you
desolate, more bleak.
Yes, more
Yes. I'll give you that.
How'd
bleak.
you
I
go?
see Wolverine
Alright.
get
Better than not.
turned into a metal skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you go?
Alright.
I think
So-
I did okay. Who's going first? Dave, go first.
I'll go
All right,
first.
Dylan.
There.
Dave.
It's this, it's an attempt at a side profile because
Oh,
I can't
man.
pull any.
Look at them thighs.
Alright.
You wanted thighs. That was your
I wanted
criteria.
legs.
I said butt, man.
That's. She will crack.
I don't remember it being that in doubt.
You know that scene in The Boys where
She can break some like 3 watermelons
Oh yeah.
with them ties.
You wanted thighs.
And then show the peoples.
I know we won't show the people.
No.
with a double C. Holy
No, we'll,
hell.
I gotta-
we'll
yeah,
superimpose.
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
post.
Magic it.
Fix it in
Dylan.
post.
Flick it over, they can see it.
Oh damn.
Ah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Like, there's no sword, Dylan.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
See, I just saw.
It's like Jane Grey.
And he's got the Liefeldness going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no legs.
Yes.
No legs or
Hey,
hands.
There's no cape for me to hide it behind this time. Last time
I
I
just not drawing there.
Yeah. Liefeld is my
I mean-
master.
Dylan forgot the leg straps.
Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Leg strap.
Leg
Well,
strap.
straps, I guess there's multiple. There's only
Oh
one
yeah.
leg.
Whoops. I
Um,
missed that in the picture.
Ooh, this is tough.
mhm.
I got my vote.
There's no sword. That was part of the brief.
Hey, it's me. You know what you're getting? You're getting a
anything
static.
goes.
not
Anything
listen to-
goes. He said.
You're getting a static shot. There's no gravity to anything. There's no
Like-
weight.
Gravity.
I'm gonna like Dylan is a better looking picture.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give it to Dave because he's got hands and
It's got hands. Yes, Steve.
he like he did it. He gave up on hands.
I'll have to say, I'm going with Dave too, but it is what he said. But
It's
the
hard.
face and the
It's
head
really
is excellent,
hard.
Dave.
Oh man, I flipped that.
You
Very
did.
anime.
I flipped
Yeah.
Very anime.
So,
Yeah,
my,
have a look.
I would have went Dylan because Psylocke, I want to see the goods. It's only a side view on Dave's. You wanted the legs? There's some legs.
Mm.
That's a leg.
I got,
There's
I got a bit
plural.
of the second one here.
I can see-
using Dave's imagination, Dave.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, yeah, good. It's good. Yes.
They're both good, man.
I'm
Like,
pleased with what I
People,
did.
Dave or Dylan, let us know.
Leave it in the comments.
So yeah, me get Dave. For me, Dave. You're going with Dylan.
Yeah, I'll go Dylan.
Ooh, split.
Oh.
Oh, not split.
Not split, but
well,
Majority.
Majority.
there's a shot, so I was trying 2 vs 2. All right.
Good job,
Good work,
boys.
boys. Good
Yeah.
work.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one.
Oh, you should
Yeah,
be.
It was
Yeah.
good. Did-
Total flick, but yeah.
Yeah.
So next week, it's Nitten and Fommy.
hey,
yes. We'll do one. I'll do one.
Yeah, I knew you would.
come on, for me.
You haven't seen me draw, bro.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't draw either.
no, exactly right.
It's a 3-way battle then.
And we get to trace.
Yeah.
You get a whole week. Alrighty. Trailers.
yes.
Morbius.
Yes.
Mobius?
Um,
Morbius? Maybe?
yeah, whatever.
Meh.
Morbius.
Like,
He's a vampire.
first and foremost,
Oh, is he? I thought he was Venom.
I think a Morbius movie could be cool.
Yes.
I think in the way that the Sony stuff's not in the MCU and it's sort of separate, it should be totally separate and just make me a good vampire superhero-y type of guy. Just make Blade from 1999. But this half-ass trying to tie it in with everything by the look of the trailer.
Yeah, okay, so who do we
It's
we
in every
got,
universe.
We got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit on the
Yep.
on the
Yep.
wall.
Yep.
Okay, we've got Michael Keaton as the Vulture, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got mentions of Venom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
Apparently, the Oscorp logo is from
Yeah,
the
that's-
Garfield
yeah.
garbage.
We also got the Holland Spider-Man murderer, didn't we?
do we?
Yes, I think so.
On the
Yes,
wall?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So you
But
got
with
Tom
the-
Holland Spider-Man as well.
We're over the Tobey Maguire suit.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was
yes.
the Tobey Maguire suit.
Yes.
Was that Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
suit?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's an image from the PS4 game,
Would this be
from a loading screen.
But it says murder underneath. So
Yes, it's mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
when that
take it-
picture first leaked,
It's
I
a
was like,
hot mess.
I just thought somebody screwed up, like in the art and set design.
oh, no,
like-
no.
But
Like-
then when you start seeing all of it, it's like you're like, oh no, they just think they're smart.
Does this happen after multiverse?
What do you mean after
Who
multiverse?
cares?
No, because I reckon multiverse and madness will just mash
Well-
everything together.
Doctor Strange is in the Spider-Man movie anyway.
No, but like smash like Garfield and Maguire.
They like
And the
Infinite-
Raimi
into-
Daily Bugle logo too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it'll
See
mash
that?
everything together.
but
You know,
well, this is
that's-
clearly coming out before Madness.
Oh, okay.
Because have you seen the trailer for Madness yet? No.
No,
So funny.
true.
But it's just a mess.
Yeah,
Mm.
which is what will.
He looks good as Morbius Vampire.
For that 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He's a terrible choice.
Mm.
Terrible choice. And yeah, I think if we get more than that one shot of him as proper Morbius, he's terrible. The movie looks garbage.
The danger.
I was trying to stay positive, but it looks garbage.
I think the danger is they're trying to establish a known Sony
Yes.
Spideyverse at the same time as incooperating it with the Marvel
Yes.
universe and incorporate like it's just
100%.
hard, you know.
Weird.
Like
And like,
Yeah.
why? The merits of the movie can be debated. That first Venom, they just made a Venom movie, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they need to do with this. Just make a goddamn Morbius movie,
But like,
and if it's good, you build on it the next one. You're trying to go big. It's what happened to
Yeah.
DC.
twice in that, just the trailer, they mentioned Venom,
Yeah.
right?
you got
They mentioned Venom at the end, but towards the middle, they were talking about San Francisco or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
The craziness in San Francisco.
Yeah.
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 So how many times are they going to mention Venom
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
movie?
I mean, if they did it like first Iron Man movie, you
Yes.
see Nick Fury at the end, just
Yeah.
have
100%.
like
100%.
That's how
just
you
have
do it.
Keenan come out at the end, you know, and that's it.
100%.
You know?
Everyone would like those first like, all right, I mean, it's first, cool, so you count that as the Venom. But after that, you had that Stark cameo and then the Hulk.
Yeah.
But then Thor and Cap don't mention anything,
But in-
really, you know? Like, they just you make the movies.
In Hulk, you had like a really, not subtle, but like the super soldier serum thing.
Yes.
And if you know,
You know, you know.
you're like, oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is just too much.
Yeah.
Not to mention the mess of
Yeah.
everything.
Or the incoming mess with Spidey.
Spider-Man,
So
yeah.
we'll see what mess that leaves.
Oh,
us
God, I just don't want to see that movie.
After the last one, man, and I like him as Spider-Man, but the last one was garbage.
I liked that more than the first one.
Yeah,
Ah,
much
yeah.
better.
The more of the class was annoying as hell.
It was
No,
annoying.
I think the second one's better. I felt like he did more Spider-Man stuff.
There's a bit more choosing
Yes.
between, go to the date with the girl I
Yes.
like or be Spider-Man. There's a bit more of that.
Yes. The first one had nothing
Yeah.
Spider. Like, if you paint that costume green and yellow, you wouldn't think it's Spider-Man. The second one had more feel of Spider-Man to me. It's still rubbish. I mean, this
Yeah.
one's just going to be just...
It's just a
God,
mess.
I hope, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just going to be garbage.
No, it's gonna be garbage.
I don't need to see these other Spider-Man. I
No,
don't want to
I-
see the multiverse.
no.
Don't get me started.
No.
And yeah, like, okay, he's Iron Man's sidekick and now he's Doctor Strange's sidekick.
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
can't he just be a superhero?
Because
Well, Andy Mack sent me a message this morning. He's like, with a link to Kevin Feige says they're going to kill 35 Uncle Bens in No Way Home or whatever. Is that going to make you happy? Because I always bitch that they didn't kill Uncle Ben in these new ones. I was like, no! Because I don't want the goddamn multiverse at all! I don't need to see
No.
that. I love Raimi Spider-Man. If you want to do something Raimi Spider-Man, just make me Spider-Man 4.
Mhm. Or make a good
That could be
Spider-Man
Vulture.
3.
Huh?
Or make a good Spider-Man 3. They're
I would
fine.
take Spider-Man 3 over the
Oh, for
4
sure.
Spider-Man movies we've had since.
Sure.
That's what annoys me more, I think, is like they know how bad those Amazing Spider-Man, and they're taking stuff from that as well. Like Jamie Foxx has already said he's in it,
Yeah.
and we saw that lizard jump at the like.
Why?
Didn't they learn from Spider-Man 3? Not
Those
to
are-
jam
those two
so
are the
much shit into
worst.
it?
Because there's people that like that movie too. So it's
They're
like,
wrong.
let's get everyone on board.
I didn't even bother with the second Garfield one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Ooh, yeah. The Green Goblin.
Oh, you should.
You want some...
No.
You sure?
It's
Yeah,
so
I'm-
You sure?
garbage.
You sure you
No.
don't want Green Goblin with some hair gel?
No, I don't. I watched the first one, and after I walked out of the cinema, I'm like, I don't want to watch any more of this.
I don't. I
Was
didn't
it like
really
when he
watch
was
the first
goddamn
Amazing Spider-Man
skateboarding?
either.
What was the movie that the guy that played the Goblin that was in before it? Yeah, he was
Chronicle?
Yeah.
Chronicle. Yeah, should have stuck with that.
Only anyone was that? Wait, was that the one, the Trank one?
Yeah,
The only one came out of that clean was Michael B. Jordan.
yeah. Because he kept his mouth shut.
The moment I saw
Maybe has some
Garfield,
talent.
I want more Creed.
the moment I saw Garfield do a kickflip, like it turned
Creed's
me
a
off.
good movie.
No, I get it. It's just left field.
Yeah,
We're
Peter
talking about
Parker.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember I hated that first one. I hated it. And then I was like, you know what? They got it out of the way though. Second one might be better.
Garfield ones.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
But he was too cool. He was.
He was-
like
yeah,
you
he's
said,
too
the
cool.
He was
Why
way
is he
too
doing
cool.
a kickflip? Like,
Yeah. Always the problem with
the
Spider-Man.
skateboarding scene just...
yeah.
No, I don't want any more of this.
Only...
That has not got any better with Tom Holland though.
Yeah.
He's way too cool too. Make Spider-Man, make Peter Parker a loser.
If there's going to be a skateboard scene in a Spider-Man movie, Peter Parker steps on a skateboard, falls,
Yeah, exactly
and
what I do on a
smashes his
skateboard.
nose
Yeah, and what I
straight
do on a
away.
skateboard.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'll never do that ever again.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Trips over, walks away.
Yeah.
Maybe getting hit in the back of the head with one. Like, you know,
Yeah.
just make him a loser.
So Morbius is garbage.
Yeah.
What else is there, Dylan?
Trailer for Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Comes out Christmas
Yeah.
Eve or
29th.
29th. There you go, week after. Again, yeah, we were talking about it before. Like it was cool in Mandalorian, seeing Jake the Musk back and seeing all that go through. But
I'd rather not see Jack Damascus Boba Fett myself. Ruined Boba Fett.
But Jay said it before. Like this universe, we've already got that story in Mandalorian. We really don't need.
Give me different stuff in Star Wars,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it'd be good, and I'm interested.
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to
And
watch
like
it. But
the mob bossness,
Yeah.
like he's just Tony Soprano. Okay, that could be very interesting, but I don't care.
You could have done War of the Bounty Hunters as one, I reckon. Like, instead of Book of Boba Fett, just have War of the Bounty Hunters long time ago and just go run with that story, you know?
Or just give me anything. Give me lots post Jedi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
lots pre Phantom Menace. Give me some Knights of the Old Republic or something. Like I'm not a big fan. I know it's got its thing, but something different.
I'm also worried that he's going to end up to be like a good guy
Yes.
in this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
a
yeah.
hero
it-
like a
yeah,
no
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the new thing.
Yeah,
That's the big vibe from that trailer.
If you like them, they can't be bad. They got to have that, like...
they can't even.
But that's
be-
why you like Boba
Yeah.
Fett, because he's the baddest
Yeah, well, they don't
mofo
know.
going.
How's that be? Don't know that.
It's like.
He's been venomized. Same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly what happens,
Absolutely.
unfortunately.
You
But
start
that's what
off as a
people like
villain.
him for.
That's right.
Mando, they couldn't even do it with Mando. Mando was meant to be morally questionable, and then he wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd lost by the end of that second season, Mando. I sort of not really cared
Yeah.
anymore
Because we were talking about it at the time when it was
supposed to be
coming
the
out.
black hat.
Yeah, you were kind of like, where are the bounties that he's hunting for money? Where's he killing people or taking them in alive? Or where's all that happening?
Especially with how it started. Like that first
Yeah.
scene
Yeah.
with the door and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he
like,
just rips this guy in half.
Yeah.
And that was
And
it.
it just became not a good Lone Wolf and Cub ripoff.
Yes.
it was all about the kid. That
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. The fire of the kid took over from Mando.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the kid was good, but I was really intrigued in the Mando
I just
story.
want to see him do some bad stuff.
I
And
want
like,
to see some badass.
not every time had to be a bad guy.
No.
Yeah.
Some could be the good bounties and like, you know,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like
That
a
first
Ronin.
scene was great, you know? Like, I just want more of that. Where he goes
I want him
into...
getting paid.
Yeah.
It's like you watch a Punisher show or you read Punisher because you want to see him kill people, right? And if he doesn't kill people, you feel a little bit...
Or if you're gonna do stuff with bounties and get screwed, like Cowboy Bebop showed you how to do that.
Absolutely.
Where you find the heart, they might not get paid in the end and all the stuff.
Yeah.
but
They
you
get screwed over.
You get screwed over. You get a great story out of it. You get an extra character. It's excellent. Like it doesn't. Yeah.
And like every second or third episode, he does the good one.
Yes.
Like it's a cowboy. It's a western.
In
Like,
space.
yeah, he is Clint Eastwood. He doesn't always have to be shooting people dead.
He's a joker. He's
Yeah.
a smoker.
Yeah. Makes me sound like I hate Mando.
No, but you could tell, like,
I just
even
got over it by the
even
end.
they knew, like, by chucking Luke at the end of season 2,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we need something
But
to
that's what it is.
lift
It's
it
all
up,
the notes
you know?
that come in. It's everything. Like it probably started like that, and then it was just all the different.
Like, yeah, it's great he showed up, but essentially it's a bit of a null and void, you know? Like,
Just shovel in all this other stuff.
I'll just
Well,
end this story right here. Done,
Hopefully,
you know?
with the kid being gone, season 3 is more bounty.
Black Saber stuff, conflict, you know,
It's
maybe.
all the Mandalorian stuff from Clone Wars, though.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Enough with the goddamn Clone Wars cartoon bullshit. Everything is
I haven't
Clone
watched
Wars.
enough, so I can't. Yeah.
And like, I'm not a big fan of it, but fine. But like, Rebels is a Clone Wars sequel. Bad Batch is Clone Wars. Mando's all Clone Wars, like not only Black Saber but Ahsoka.
Oh, okay.
Like she's getting a show now. Like it's all I get Filoni, I get it, bro. It's your baby, but
Make new babies.
can I have something new
Yeah,
and fresh?
new babies.
What annoys me the most is
We get Obi-Wan.
it's gonna be.
But that's gonna be great.
Yeah. But, yes.
But you could have pulled, like, you know, those Visions anime
Yeah.
that they did. You could have pulled any one
Yep.
of those stories and just started a new saga with that,
Yep.
you know?
Not
Except the
touched.
second one.
The one where the robot had a space helmet.
No, the band one.
Band.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
sure, some of them wouldn't translate proper, but,
No,
like,
no,
you
Most of
know,
them would.
you could have pulled, like, yeah,
Geez, that was good.
they were. They were.
You know what I
Kind
would
of
like to
went
see
too
out of a
quickly.
Star Wars show? Give me Tag and Bink.
That would be amazing.
That would be
That would be
fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
That would
So
work
good.
so well.
Yeah. And like only short.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
It's
Tag and
animated.
Bink.
Animated.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. They're great.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things that came out of Tales.
Oh, and
Or
I
some of
think,
the best
you know,
things. There's some of the really good Tales stories out there.
They tried to half-ass sort of tease it with the 2 speeder bike ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me proper Tag and Bink. They're the best.
That would be great. What annoys me? Clone Wars stuff. Lightsaber. Oh, what's opposite of lightsaber? Dark saber.
Yeah.
It was very creative.
Yeah, that adds up.
So they're selling the Darksaber like the real effects
Yeah.
ones.
Of course they are. Star Wars, man. That was the
There's
latest.
heaps of
Yeah.
them.
Still sort of want one of those, but
There's Leia's one from the latest saga now coming out.
I need to buy
Does it come with an umbrella?
I need to buy a Return of the Jedi with green Luke.
it's not going to put it anywhere.
That's why I haven't bought it. Because I want to have the 3. You know, I got a blue
Yeah.
one. Because I got Obi-Wan's, Vader's, and I need thingy to have the 3 colours.
I want that colourless one from Visions. That was excellent.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was cool.
Okay.
Anyway,
Trailers out of the way. We all went and saw The Eternals.
you've
this
just
week.
seen it fresh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just went this afternoon?
Yeah.
Fresh as the word.
Yeah. I saw it with my cousins. Shout out to Dylan and Vanessa. Vanessa's review of the movie is it was whack.
Did you just shout yourself out?
Is whack?
My
cool?
cousin is also named Dylan. Thank you very much.
It was too long.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, that's the first thing. It was too long. It could have been half the length. It's not bad. I've
It's
seen
not-
worse
yeah.
Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah, for
It's
sure.
just
Not enough flashbacks.
boring. Not even boring. It's just too long.
It's not entertaining.
No. It's very
Too many
dry.
lulls.
Spoilers, by the way.
Oh, yeah, massive spoilers.
Because we're going to spoil the hell out of it.
Yeah, there was most of the movie is just hello, let's go meet somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh hello, let's go
And
meet
you
somebody
get the
else.
same
Hello.
conversation
Yes.
every
Yeah.
time. I'm like, I know! The Celestials coming out of the planet. Rah, rah, rah.
The Celestials look good.
Oh my goodness, they look
Oh,
amazing.
great.
At the end, when the Celestial is coming out,
Yeah.
that looks fantastic.
Man, that's so like that. you can tell it's like, oh, that's end of Evangelion. Like, they'll so
It's
animate
Jason
it.
Aaron Avengers. The Avengers are moving in there
They're living in
First
their
thing I
head.
thought.
straight away, right?
First thing I thought. Avengers are moving into that head.
But yeah, like
They need a new base.
the shots of it coming out of the ocean, the head,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's so
hand,
amazing.
yeah.
The sheer scale of it,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
when
absolutely. Oh.
it's talking to Cersei, and Cersei's just like this little dot on its
Yeah.
face, and then it zooms out, and it's like
Yeah.
awe-inspiring, man. And it's got its own asteroid
Yeah.
belt at
Yeah.
one point. Like, it's so big, it's got its own gravity. How
That's
cool is
cool.
that?
It's like all the mama jokes in the 90s.
The cosmic element that is there but not there. But like all that, you're like, oh, give me more of that.
Yeah, because usually,
Yeah.
even in the Thor movies and stuff, it's always been very sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like, even the Asgardians have laser
Yeah.
turrets and spaceships
Yeah,
and
there
stuff.
wasn't like the
Yeah.
immensity of space
Yeah.
that there is.
Yeah,
Space is
for sure.
infinite.
Their technology does not look like technology. It looks like magic. It
Yes.
looks like you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
even
absolutely.
comprehend it.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah, that's what I really liked of it.
I loved how they crossed the line with Celestials. Like, just have a giant... Because coming from a Galactus cloud, now we can think
A
Galactus is
giant
possible.
person in
Yeah.
space.
A giant person can come and wield it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but we saw him in Guardians.
You saw like a head of a celestial.
Yeah, but we saw the
In a
Full body?
flashback.
full body.
Yeah, flashback.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But,
But
like,
he-
also, like, as an immediate threat,
Plus.
you know? Like,
Yeah,
what does it
plus
look like
also-
interacting with, like...
But that's just the
humans
difference.
and
that
Galactus
Marvel
Cloud
wanted
wasn't Marvel
themselves.
either.
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just not FF before it
Yeah, I
joined
know,
in. So
But there was that barrier that I think that it's like, oh, can they pull it off?
But but of course they could have.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just didn't
yeah.
have the balls to,
Mm-hmm.
or the
design and the money.
Yeah, Hollywood execs just treat people dumber than they
Yeah.
are.
They're like, oh, people wouldn't think
Yeah.
that's cool. That's
Yeah,
why
a
you got
giant
the,
person in space. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
There's no
but a
stupid-
rock man and a fireman
and a
at
stretchy
the time.
dude and an
Oh,
invisible woman.
like, I believe a giant spaceman before I believe a guy on fire.
Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is one of the most out there things, right?
Yeah.
He's a silver dude on a freaking. It's a surfboard.
Yeah.
Surfboard.
They did
Surfing
that.
through space.
They did that, but cloud for
Yeah,
Galactus.
yeah, 100%.
If you're gonna do Silver Surfer,
Rubbish.
you can do anything.
Rubbish.
But it's good that line's been crossed now, so...
Yeah, no, totally with you.
That last shot where
He's in
the
the-
celestial,
Yes.
the clouds part.
Yes, and
Yeah.
just it
Oh, yeah.
takes up the entire sky.
Yeah,
So good.
and the perspective on it, it looks. Yeah,
especially when she gets
Incredible.
dragged to it.
Yeah.
And it's just there, and just the enormity of it.
Yeah.
And then he just.
So good.
into a
Yeah.
singularity, a
So,
black
yeah,
hole.
like there's a lot of good stuff in it. It's just very dry
No, if it
and
was-
very long.
Well, that's the thing. If it's
Too long.
half the length, those good things would be a lot closer to each other.
Yeah.
But at the moment, they're so spread out. There's just a lot of
I like
lulls.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
probably-
dude that was Druig. The
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, I like.
I have a problem with him.
Oh yeah.
His accent.
Yeah.
They-
But
yeah.
I don't
I
think
have a
all-
problem with all their accents.
I know, but like, I think one in a perfect world they all should have the same accent and sound the same.
At the beginning,
Yes.
at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
But I think
if they've had some lives and but why is he? He's lived in the
South America.
yes.
And he's got a
Still
very
Scottish.
Scottish
Yes.
accent.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
I
like
get that.
it's not a deal breaker, but you're
Yeah.
like tone it down a bit because at least
Icarus.
Icarus, yeah, he's clearly keeping his in
Yeah,
check.
he's got northern kind of
Yeah.
English.
The other thing that was, I don't know, it's a very small annoyance, but it's annoying me more and more in movies when they show like Stone Age people and like perfect teeth. Oh, perfect
Yeah.
teeth. You can make someone 30 years older. Let's just stuff someone's teeth up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone in the world.
Get a bit of tar.
Jesus, it's not
Or
difficult.
had
Let's
a
just-
full set of teeth back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the other
100%,
thing.
100%.
Like at the start, he's like, "Ah," and he's like, "Bang!" They're just curly. I'm like, "Come
Yeah.
on."
Because there'll be
Attention to detail, people.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to go that far and you're going to de-age someone by 40 years, you can make someone's teeth a little brown if you lived in dirt.
Yeah. But I did like
Toothpaste.
you saw Babylon, the city
Yeah.
of Babylon.
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
like the-
and the hanging garden of Babylon, which was a centerpiece, and you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
this thing under it,
Well,
and like
All the timepieces were
Yeah.
great.
when we watched it the other night, Beck was like, what she really liked was how not American it was.
Yes.
You know, it was so
Absolutely.
bigger scope. It wasn't just
Yeah.
the same superheroes
Yeah.
fighting in New York. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
get that, I get that.
yeah. So like, and ancient civilizations did not start in America.
God, did
It started where it did,
Yeah.
in the Middle East and Africa.
100%. It just needed to be more punchy.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that it wasn't the usual Marvel gag fest. I really
Yes.
did like that.
Me too.
Absolutely.
The amount of because that's what they're known for, so they got to have their thing. And
Kingo was.
Why I wasn't a big fan of him, and I think he's a grubbing hypocrite. That's fine.
Which one?
Nanjiani, you talking about?
Yeah.
Or- yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Hypocrite.
the hypocrite was
No, he's a hypocrite.
the dude with mind control.
No, I
We're
just mean
talking
the
about
actor.
the actor.
No,
Oh,
in
yeah.
real life.
In real
Oh,
life.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
hypocrite.
yeah. But yeah, the guy mind control. Like, what's his name again?
Drig.
Yeah. Like he's like, oh, they're killing each other, all that. But okay, let's take them of their free will, so they can't live happy or whatever. You know, like it's
That was
weird.
the point, right? Yeah.
I don't think he.
Like that's a Loki thing, but I don't know if it's as.
He's
it's just
generally the
something.
bad guy out of the Eternals.
Yeah.
And they were definitely...
Mind control
They
is
wanted
generally
you-
not
he's a
on
bait
the
and
good
switch.
scale of
Yes.
superpowers.
Yeah, it's not, but
Purple Man.
Oh, he's a swell guy.
Yeah.
He's
My
very.
favourite power.
Yes.
but yeah, you still get what I mean. Like,
No.
yeah,
But that's also because
Yeah.
he's in charge. You know, he's got a god complex, and
yeah, the God complex coming.
because he's usually the bad one.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? And that's what they were. They did a pretty good job, I think, of making it expect he's going to be the bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely. Big,
Well,
big
because when
break
it first,
switch
when it
that
before it came out, I thought it was Angelina Jolie was going to
Yeah,
be
me
the bad
too.
guy, but it was like Icarus, which is,
Icarus, yes, I saw
and he was
that.
basically Superman,
Yeah,
and he was like a good portrayal of a Superman.
See, because in the trailer, I was like, I don't like the look of him, and I don't think he's a very great actor. But he was better in this than I expected, and like, he was very stoic because he's supposed to be very stoic or whatever.
Because he knows the whole time
yeah,
what's going
you know?
on.
But I just don't think. I still don't think he's great. Because at the end, I don't feel the emotion that
Well,
the
you-
love with him
yeah,
and her
yeah,
and why he
totally
does it.
agree.
Like, it's not
Totally-
there.
It's lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was
Yeah.
like, cool, because he's supposed to be that one. He's
Plus that and him pretending not to know Jon Snow. A lot of shit.
Oh, why does he run off in the end?
Well, he realizes what
'Cause,
he
yeah,
did was so
yeah.
bad. He
What
couldn't
can he
live
do?
with it.
There's no going back to her, and
There's no
it's
going
either
back to
kill
that,
her or.
Oh, it-
I
it's-
would have tried it with her. Like, I'll be like,
No, I don't
okay,
think- I
whatever
think
we
she-
tackle next, we'll do it together.
I know I
You
know I killed Salma Hayek, but you know, like
Yeah.
I think
let,
that
let,
was.
let's spend another couple of centuries.
don't think-
together.
Admittedly, the girl stabs her and she gives her a pass.
Yeah.
She cried, but
No, but if she made a human,
Yeah.
and you're gonna die.
yeah. I get you in another 40 years.
Right.
So yeah, his penance was he
Fuck
burnt
engineer, Albert
himself
Time
up
will
in
get
the sun.
I thought that was a little on the nose.
Yeah, that was a
Yes.
bit weird.
Uh-huh.
I
Superman.
get it. Yes.
Icarus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me and
but-
Dylan have also been complaining about his flying.
Yeah, I was talking to Jason about this earlier this week.
No arm.
Well,
No cape.
when you watch like a Zack Snyder film with Superman in it,
Right.
whenever he goes really fast, he's got this sonic boom,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got this real
Feel
impact
to it. Yeah,
to it.
yeah, like a map.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
a map.
physics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Break the
yes,
sound barrier.
that's what happens. It'll go pop,
yes.
Yeah.
and you'll have the funnel, the vapor
Yes.
funnel and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so-
looks really cool.
Yeah.
But when Icarus, it was just kind of just
Flying
smooth.
through the
Just-
screen.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like a sticker stuck
Yeah,
on top.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit where was it he flies and he goes through like this parting in a canopy and like you don't really see the leaves.
Oh,
Nothing,
really?
right?
Come out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
must
it's
have-
all
I
just.
remember that,
I
yeah.
said to Dylan, I
Oh,
can't
and that
even
fight
explain
in the bush.
Yeah, yeah.
why.
yeah.
But last night I watched it and then I watched Brightburn. That one scene of the kid doing the floating thing in front of the car felt so much more real, and that he was floating and he
Yes.
was there than any of his stuff.
Yeah.
It was just a bit weird.
And Brightburn also had a similar thing with the flight there. When he flew, he went
Yeah.
really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see
Yeah.
like aftershock of like debris just coming
Yeah.
through a little bit.
Can't wait to talk about a good movie.
Yeah.
I like the deviants. They look pretty cool.
Yeah,
They were a bit generic.
They're
from my
very
like,
Yes,
generic.
but
because
they do look
They
cool.
were hard.
Eternals
Yeah.
don't really have defined
No,
villains.
no.
No,
Deviants are it.
And
Yeah.
Jay said it earlier too, like that fact that the deviants were just animals and there was no speaking, there was no real, and there's more to it, but like you don't get a lot out of that part of the story, so I
Yeah.
think that's lacking as
Yes.
well, definitely.
Because that sort of thing was tacked on, like, oh yeah, we remember now what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did to us, and
Yeah.
you know,
in the comics they're a race, like an
Yes.
actual race of people, right?
Human
They're
they
race.
don't
all-
look anything like that.
Yeah.
Nah. Humanoid sort of people.
Okay.
so more like Crow at the end.
yeah.
All right.
Though it's like that, I also felt was weird. Like I didn't like that. Like as much as I would like.
Like it evolved essentially.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
stealing the
Like-
powers.
I didn't understand why he didn't evolve straight away after he.
After
the
getting
first
Silver-
one?
Silver,
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Like you see, he evolves a bit, but
He
what-
did.
what-
He does evolve a bit.
I know,
A
but
bit,
that
but
much.
then the
she
next
says
one
that,
goes completely.
Yeah.
To,
Like I can
Yeah.
I almost heard him talk, almost heard him
Yeah.
talk or something like that. It's like, well, what? So it takes two human souls, or
Yeah.
two souls to whatever. I don't know. Not
There's
even
some weird
soul,
stuff.
who fucking knows?
It's like a Hellraiser, remember?
And like, yeah, the Eternals, they are not organic, right? They're like
Sort of
the
robot.
artificial.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird.
it was a bit
Yeah.
strange.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
And is that different to the book?
yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
'cause
like
it's-
people.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
right.
they're
Yeah.
organic.
Like,
They
yeah,
can
yeah.
But
have children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
They're
They're
made-
born.
they're
Oh,
made
well,
by
that's the other thing I was
celestials
wondering
and
about with the kids. 'Cause, yeah.
But they're
I-
also talking about emotion, and it's like clearly some of these have emotions. Like,
Yeah.
so
But-
he screwed up again. Like,
That's my other thing with like in sci-fi in general and aliens. They're all very humanoid looking.
Of course, of course.
I know why,
Yes.
but it annoys me.
Yeah, no, totally.
I absolutely agree.
Because them being robots, but like, I just like I said, Dylan today, I was like, is it just America and there we can't have other things being God besides God type of deal?
You're like an entity creating
Creating
life.
life that look like us. Because like, what else is
Yeah,
the reasoning
could be
for it?
right there.
What
It
is
just-
the reasoning?
It makes stuff confusing, especially the mid-credit scene, right? With
Yeah.
Star Fox, right?
Yeah,
He says he's Thanos' brother. He's an Eternal. How does the brother
How's their
thing
brothers?
work?
yeah.
You know?
yeah.
What's
It
the
doesn't
deal
look
with
like
that?
a
Dylan,
Titan.
No,
earlier in the week.
Yeah.
What's her name? Marikai? What's the fast one?
Oh, yes, yes.
Why would you?
Make her deaf?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
What would
Yeah.
be the benefit if you?
but it's the same thing as like, why is Sprite a kid?
Yeah.
I know it's like it's
That's
it's
a question.
books, but
They're sort of-
why would you make?
Yeah,
I guess maybe to.
As a kid, I can understand because then they could be talking to kids. Like,
Yeah,
there could
yeah, I
be
get,
things.
Like, I
But that's
guess,
the thing. If you're
But
going
she
on
can
other
change
planets,
herself
Yes.
anyway. What's it matter?
but if you're going to go on other planets and if people don't look like us,
Oh, 100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was talking
Yeah.
to Steph
So
about
unless
that,
they, when he makes the actual Eternals, he makes them look like.
probably.
Yeah,
Maybe
when
when
they
they
come
finish
in,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That makes
For the squid people,
I guess
he makes
maybe that's why they
squid.
look humanoid.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah,
But-
it's just weird.
I know maybe it's just me, but did you get a big Green Lantern vibe out of it? Like the deviants were manhunters.
Oh, very much
Oh,
so.
They
yeah.
made the Green Lantern
Yeah,
Corps, which
very
was the
much so,
Eternals,
yeah.
and you know, that's what I was getting out of it when I was watching. Like, this is just sort of Green Lanterns.
Yeah, it
Maybe that's
was
just me.
less New Gods and more of
Yeah,
that.
you know, that's what I got out of it. I did like the fast one's fastness.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the
Wait,
fights, me and Dylan.
the fights were
but the
great.
fights would be but except for her.
Yes,
Because, like,
you
It's
don't.
the best speedster I've seen on film.
Yes, because it's
By
not.
far.
It's not slow-mo.
Yeah.
The whole point
Like
of a speedster is that they're fast, right? I
Yes.
want to see how fast these
Yes,
people are
not like
in real life.
Goddamn Ezra Miller.
Yeah, like,
And I feel
okay,
the impact when she grabs Icarus and like. Yeah.
Speedsters are very underrated as fighters in.
yeah.
And smash everybody.
Yes, like the episode of Justice League,
Yes.
where Flash runs around the world, builds up speed, and punches out Brainiac. It was
Yeah.
so
Everybody.
good.
Everybody.
Infinite mass punch.
I really liked the Gilgamesh character. I thought he was.
He was
He was
good.
cool.
Me too.
The power that he
Yeah.
had, the way
Yeah.
that they did that,
And I love like she created the myth of Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Like, he was a big first superhero basically
so cool.
from like Babylon and stuff.
Yeah. It was strange that he looked like a Buff Wong,
They just look too similar facially.
and I'm not.
Yeah.
There's no racism in that.
No, this is-
Yeah, he just
looked-
very much-
He very
Same-
much looks
same
like
as-
the character.
No, no.
Same facial
Yeah.
hair.
I agree.
Well, for me, face same as Icarus. He looks very Michael Fassbender-y.
I agree. The actor who played Gilgamesh, he was in a Korean movie called Train to Busan.
That
You guys
movie's
seen
great.
that? Yeah. I thought I recognized him. Like, hold
The
on.
main dude?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Well, he
the
put on-
buff dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair
He was
enough.
buff
I'm like,
in the
he's
movie.
put on a lot of weight since then. But no. No, but
Great.
Train to Busan's
check it
great.
out.
It's a great zombie movie.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good.
I will say people that are a bit, rightly or wrongly, the diverse cast, the this and that. Like none of it is relevant in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't
They save
harp
lives,
on
but-
anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Plus,
It's
it's
fine.
all just
Don't
normal.
care.
the
It's
way
good.
society developed in you know civilization, they weren't all white people.
No, of course, I must say, I do find it interesting casting wise. You wouldn't pick somebody that is a bit more Middle Eastern background or a Mediterranean background, since it's so heavily that.
That's where
but
it started. Yeah.
Yeah.
they're Caucasian,
Yeah.
Like
Asian,
Roman
and a
Empire.
black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, there's not somebody from like, cause they, yeah.
No,
but
you're right.
Whatever. Yeah, but
I was a bit surprised.
it's
by
meaning.
That, really.
It doesn't mean anything.
No,
in the movie,
it's
people
just,
are just racist.
They're just what they are, 100%. But like, it's not because I did feel when they first announced that lineup of everyone at the thingy and a lot of the talk about it. It definitely thought it was going to be a big heavy on the flag waving and look at us, look how great we are. None of that there. It's
No.
just whether the movie you like or not it's not got to do with that. Like it's boring. But
Yeah,
there's
it's
lots
too
of
long
parts I
and
like.
Leave that for the
very
red
dry.
carpet.
Yeah.
Lots of parts I like though.
Let's talk about Black Knight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the best.
Black
bit.
Knight.
That had me intrigued the most. I'm like, no, I want more.
Yeah, I loved it, but that you didn't get more.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty close
Right.
to perfect amount.
Yeah.
To the end of the post credits
Yeah.
is like last thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, he lifts the thing, and we from he's like, they're not going to show. I'm like, they're going to show the sword,
Gosh, that's
Yeah.
and he's like,
I was
and
afraid they weren't going to show the bloody sword.
and it's just like black light, like Pulp Fiction. But I was like, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, and then he blade.
Yeah.
I sort of don't like how they like just put it on. It's like, oh, I've been looking into my family as
Yeah,
well.
well, she said, go make up with your uncle.
And
'Cause
in
she
the
knows.
comics, his uncle is a supervillain called the Black Knight.
Okay.
The before he became the Black
yes,
Knight,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
The
know nothing
first
about
Marvel Age Black Knight.
Yes. Because first it was just a medieval fantasy
Yeah.
book, right?
The Black Knight
Yeah.
is one of Marvel's oldest characters. Predates Fantastic Four. Like,
Yeah, I don't know much about
Ever.
it, but like just the way they like sort of introduced it was a
But-
bit sudden. That's all. It's like,
but
oh, by the way,
she's lived forever. She would know that. Like
Yeah.
the original.
yeah, like
She-
with the
she
context.
knows.
Yeah.
But those without the context watching it for the first time, you'd think,
But that's good.
oh, by
I
the
want something
way,
like that. Just bring it out. Don't stuff around.
Yeah.
Like, let's
Plus,
get
like
into this.
in the comics, Cersei and him are a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like that.
yes,
up
but
until
with,
the-
I'm saying without it.
Until
you know
the
what I mean?
credit scene, he's just the boyfriend.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
think any of it. If you don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great reveal.
yeah.
Yeah,
If
because
anything,
her telling him to, talk to his uncle, whatever, that's
that's the lead.
also kind of like the world's about to end.
Yeah, just go make
Yeah.
up, make up with your family.
Yeah.
yeah, I know that, but like for
Oh.
those with no context,
But
Yes.
you don't.
you know what I mean?
You
Like
don't
it's
really
just
need context.
It's just a side note.
This is giving you
That's
context.
the point.
Yeah, it just I don't know.
They don't have to handhold you through
It's
everything, Dave.
best. That it's just.
Like little drips
Yeah.
to get you interested. I like that as well.
They've
Well,
been
it
doing
didn't
that for
feel
like
even
20
like-
odd movies,
It didn't
Dave.
feel like a drip. It was just like an edge note, like a poster note just on the movie.
That's what the post credits are.
No, not the bit before where he's talking to
Where,
her.
where
It's
she
like,
gets taken away to thingy.
just before
Yeah.
that, where he's like, "Oh, I've been looking into my family,"
And
Yeah.
it's complicated.
and it's complicated or something like that. It's like,
That makes you ask, oh, what's going on there? That's the point of
Maybe
that.
you'll see something post credit.
and if
Dylan.
you
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Answer.
if you don't know anything,
Do you want to know?
and say you haven't seen, and you don't see that, if you're the type of person that doesn't know and leaves before the post credits, you wouldn't think nothing of that
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
line at all.
Right.
And there were people that
But-
left when we were in
Because
the
people
cinema.
have family
There was
stuff.
only
Is she-
there's only
you know?
like 6 people left in the cinema when we were there, and
And
it
it's
was
like I
full.
got my family stuff too because all her family's a mess.
And then, if you are interested with no context, you leave the cinema and type in Dane Whitman, and you'll go, ah! And you'll learn more, and then they'll come in the shop and they'll buy books about it.
So,
That's the drip.
we'll talk about the post credits. So spoilers in case we've said spoilers already, but
Spoiler
just in
everything.
case, yeah. So the mid one is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It introduces Pip and Star Fox.
I could hear all the fake people in the cinema when I watched that.
That's annoying.
Like straight away, as soon as you see Pip, it's like, I'm like, none of you know who Pip the Troll is. Come on,
Man.
you've just read that Pip the Troll and Star Fox. If it had been Star Fox first, and it's because you know who Harry Styles is, fine,
Yeah.
right? But Pip the Troll, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You just read the spoilers and you think you know. Stop being fake. Enjoy the movie. I don't care.
Yes.
That's fine.
Or like be intrigued by who that
Yes.
is, right? But you wouldn't
Be
go
like,
like,
oh, it's Pip.
I remember-
Bullshit.
remember when I, saw
Punch in the
Avengers, right? And post credits was Thanos. I was like, who's that? He's worse than Loki, right?
Has to be, right?
But then they had to court death, like a little tease, and like did nothing with it because you can't put that in a movie. I know.
Creepy.
But yeah, it was like Pip,
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt as the voice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Star Fox, which surprised me in general because I didn't think they would go Space Horse Star Fox.
Can't wait. Because somebody was like the other day talking to me because like it got spoiled straight away.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Somebody was like, I was like, man, I don't know. Like, Star Fox is a tool that just uses his powers to go around bedding all these women. I don't think that's as much of a acting stretch for Harry Styles. I'm not sure if the dude can act or not, but if he can act,
I said to
nailed
Fommy,
it.
that's a perfect person to
Right?
cast the Star
Like,
Fox.
that's what he does. He's a knob, and he uses it. Right? Yes. Like I was like, I'm down for that.
So
if he can act.
If you can act.
I was interested. I liked the interpretation of his costume.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Could look like Star Fox.
So a bit of background.
Yes.
Says Thanos' brother.
Yes.
Why isn't he a Titan as well?
The thing is, in the comics, right? Thanos is an Eternal, right?
Yes.
And he got born with like some kind of birth defect.
Yes.
That's why he's purple. That's why he's got the Skrull chin.
Yes.
Okay.
That's in Thanos Rising.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can read that book. It's
So
excellent.
technically he's an Eternal. I don't know how they're going to do it in the movie though, because they haven't really said anything about.
Because I thought he got experimented on himself or something like that.
They've done different stuff,
Yeah.
but the main thing these days, the Jason Aaron Rising is he's a
Okay.
A faulty Eternal.
yes.
Yeah.
Or just, yeah.
Defect Eternal.
Yeah, but it's complicated now. Like we were talking about before, they're not born.
No.
So what's the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes them brothers?
Yeah.
Now, admittedly,
Titans. Yeah.
Thor and Loki are brothers, and
Yes.
they're not
Yeah.
brothers. So
Some kind of adoption.
yeah, or just
Yeah.
You don't know what their society's like,
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
that'd be how you'd get
Yeah.
around it, I guess.
I was perfectly happy with Thanos just being a Titan.
Yes.
That's it, because it streamlines it. It's less complicated.
But they never called him the Mad Titan or anything at all.
Yeah.
I don't even need Thanos in it.
No.
Reference
Yeah.
or anything
Yeah.
like that's done. We've got to
Yeah.
move
Yes,
on.
absolutely.
We've been there. We've done that
Yeah.
personally.
It was
But-
weird that they brought it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
like if that's just the hook to get Star Fox in.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Gives
But-
him
For the people.
credence straight away.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. For the people that
that
have
was
no
cool.
idea.
I think
Yeah.
Pip was really cool.
Pip was great.
Pip was so
Pip's
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
Pip's awesome.
and like probably the perfect person.
Pip was missing in the Infinity stuff.
Yeah. And that was the mid credits, and post credits was Black Knight. Well,
Dane.
Dane. Yeah, he goes and he's got the box that he opens. And inside is his black blade, ebony blade, which is swirly when he tries to
Yes.
touch it.
It's got like this magnetic kind of.
Yeah, like
You know the
it looks like
metal,
it's got-
ferrous.
yeah.
It's like a symbiote.
Yeah.
like the metal filings you had in
Yeah,
high
the
school?
Yes, yes.
The
fine
magnet
things,
made
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was
Essentially,
thinking of. Yeah.
that.
which is cool.
That looked cool.
And he goes to grab it, and he's a voice off screen says, "Do you want to do that, Mister Whatever his name is,
Whitman.
Whitman?"
Sure you want to
Yeah.
do that?
Walt Whitman.
Yes.
So at first I thought
Perfect
it
chuckle.
was Watch's voice because it just sounded like from the What If cartoon. But then Dave was like, "No, it's Blade." And I looked it up. Yeah, and it's confirmed to be Blade.
Yeah. Didn't
So-
tell me that today. I was like, oh.
Go
Confirmed to
Wesley
be.
Snipes.
Wrong blade.
Oh.
Yeah. So which is interesting. That's how they're gonna get Blade in.
Yeah.
Back to that way.
Interesting.
I was hoping it was going to be Morbius.
You got a bit more of that occult supernatural stuff going
Yeah.
on now. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You got two of the best things in the world: Medieval Knight and a superhero put together.
And
Yeah.
like,
Black Knight is such an underrated character.
yeah. So I wonder if they're gonna do it like with his winged horse.
For sure, eventually.
I hope they do it with
I think
a
he would
horse.
find a horse or something.
Yeah.
Like, they'd go in some dimension or magic
Valkyrie.
bullshit or whatever. Yeah, there'd be something.
Yeah, I was.
I don't think
hoping-
they're going to be messed up clones.
Yeah, I was hoping if he touched a blade, stuff would happen, and he just like a horse neigh in the background. You know,
Yes.
so because
Lone Ranger. Horses up on the roof.
but
Here's my
like,
favourite bit.
yeah,
And, like, did you notice how awesome they dressed him?
yes, absolutely, I did
Yeah,
too.
the jacket at one
The jacket
point.
with the red
Yeah,
shirt
that
with
bit
the
when
red
she goes,
yeah,
Scarf.
oh
Yeah.
my
red
God.
scarf, black shirt.
I'm just
I'm
like-
like, yes, I noticed that.
Look at him, look at him.
Yes,
It's like-
100%.
Jason was telling me before. It's like Power Rangers when they're dressed in their
Yes.
colors.
Yes.
They're 100% just dressed in their colors.
Yes.
And Kid Harington's a good actor. Like, I like him. I liked him as
He's
Jon
alright.
Snow.
Yeah.
He was great in 7 Days in Hell. So
Yes.
good in 7
Yes.
Days in Hell.
Yes.
Do you guys see the Pompeii movie that he was in?
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that.
I'm sure it's right.
Not good.
But you remember
And, like-
it, so...
Yeah.
Like like two post credit things were probably the best part of the movie, and because the movie was pretty.
To me, it was
dry.
an easy watch. You know, like
for the
it's.
guy next to us, it was an easy sleep.
Oh yeah.
That was the most expensive nap that guy's had in a while. Seriously snoring.
Wow.
He's just fully reclined.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like, I
like,
think some people just naturally fall asleep.
The funny
Why
part-
go to gold class?
oh, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
But the funny part is, there's so many lulls in that movie. There's enough time to sleep in between action.
Yeah, like the action was cool. There was cool stuff in it, but yeah, like a bit
Just
drag.
just too long.
Yeah.
Basically.
What was the second longest? Just before Endgame. Like it was the
Yeah.
second.
And
longest.
I did expect this type of movie though.
well, Dylan
Well-
messaged me that night after he watched it.
It was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said from the first trailer, it just reeks of them trying to make something epic.
yeah.
I mean, it is Eternal, so yeah, it has to be a bit epic because
And
it's
look how it started in the
immense
beginning.
scale.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Like,
Well,
okay,
scroll.
so it's
I
Bible.
didn't
Yeah.
sort of like that opening scroll, but I
yeah.
guess if you're gonna get that stuff out, you got to do it that
Because the
way.
movie already
Yes.
had enough exposition
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
It started. I'm reading. I'm like, I'm
Could've
bored
done
already.
it Give me an intermission with some more crawl.
Jesus.
Honestly. I'm not sure how rewatchable it'll be. Because it's very dry and very long.
I want
And
maybe
I-
watch certain scenes
Yeah,
again.
I
but
can't see
I
myself
want to probably watch
being
the whole
keen to
movie
sit
again.
there and watch that again.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not entertaining enough.
Up,
Is my
out of town, I'd
thing.
probably give about 7, maybe.
Yeah, I'll give it 7. Because there's a lot I do like.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of good stuff. There's not a lot of bad.
No.
It's just boring.
It
Yes.
only gets the 7 for the 2 post credits.
I'd probably give it a 5.
Yeah. Dylan's hard.
Dinner's a harsh marker.
I'm sure that,
I like
like
it.
there's
Oh, if
been
it didn't have the
worse.
post credits, it'd be a 5.5 to 6 for me. But those post credits got me intrigued.
There has been worse Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Iron
there's,
Man 3.
there's nothing that made me angry.
There's
There's
two
nothing that
worse
made me
Thor
hate
movies.
it.
But
Yeah.
we're this far
That's
in.
what I mean by an easy watch. It's just like okay, you could just have it on in the background and do your thing, you know, and tune in for the good.
Well, I wouldn't
scenes
stop to
and-
watch much, I'll tell you that.
Mm.
Yeah.
The dishes would be getting done.
That's how you get
I
stuff
thought
done.
Winter Soldier on and be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Is it me? It's just like the sex scene was a bit awkward.
Yeah,
It
that was
was.
strange.
Okay, yeah.
it's
So
like
I was
out
going to
of-
bring that up. So that's like the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And it went for like a touch too long.
does Iron Man 1 count?
No, that was a 16 though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
Post.
start.
Yeah.
This was coitus.
Yeah,
this
that's
was-
true. Yeah, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
There's a walk
if
of
you,
shame.
the weird thing there is, if you're gonna show them and that you're gonna
Oh.
be naked, don't show where the thing starts just above her boobs. Like, that's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
if they're naked, they're naked. If they're not, they're not. Like, don't show it. Don't pretend to
Yeah.
show
You could
it.
just cut that out.
That's what I mean.
Or even
Like,
just
like,
cut it
yeah.
in half. Just they're going down, so all right, they're gonna have sex.
Yes, yes,
cut,
yes, yes,
cut off
yes.
to the next scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
it didn't feel needed.
You know, drift off to the windows
Another,
Yeah, it was
or
odd.
something.
another edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was odd. Because straight away I did the same thing. I'm like, ooh.
This is it's like
Alright.
yeah, okay, yeah.
A kiss would have been enough.
Mm.
Look at us prudes
Chased.
in our old age.
It's a nice chaste kiss.
Yes.
Maybe a peck.
What the hold a hand thing I got?
Yeah.
I got the point.
It's not that easy to get a girl.
I'm like,
Right?
I mean,
No, admittedly,
I've
if
no
they didn't
idea.
if they didn't show me the scene, I would have been having different opinions. Right?
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah.
So yes,
Not anything wrong with that.
And Dylan's bye Dave.
Lost Dave.
Dave.
Bye Dave.
Off to Dave.
And we go into Dylan's flashback
Yes.
film.
Film.
Flashback horror superhero
Yes,
film
now,
flashback.
Had all 3 years not seen this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it either.
Man,
I intended to watch it, I just never
So
got around
it was
to
on
it.
my hard
Yeah.
drive, and then I got
And
to
I had,
read
like,
it,
I had
and-
saved on Prime, and then it became
Left
rent or
Prime.
buy.
oh,
yeah,
okay.
When I went to watch it. Anyway,
When this got announced, man, I was like, this is Superman, but it's also a horror movie.
yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Mm.
And yeah, so this is the kind of the last Halloween film flashback. So I felt
Because
it
it's
would
November.
be
Yes.
yes, a bit late, but it's
Uh,
going back to normal. It's
yeah,
horror
no,
movie
no,
and superheroes.
So Brightburn, in case you haven't figured it out, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was a great concept. Like it would. This is what happens when a teenager gets superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An alien teenager.
with some of the worst dad advice ever to someone with that power. I'm just sitting there going, I'm not a father, but I would. What are you saying?
Cause it's great.
It's okay to act on those urges every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh,
What? I think he means to have a wank.
I know that's
Yeah.
what he was kind of getting at,
But
but
it could
he
be
was so
interpreted.
roundabout about it.
But I don't think he had.
And also
like-
talking to a son that he picked up out of the woods.
Yeah, but do they know he had the powers yet?
I
don't think it-
Not
Yes.
quite, but it was just very ambiguous way of saying it.
Yeah.
And I know he was finding
Yeah.
it tough because he wasn't adapting to being a parent as well as Elizabeth Banks
Oh,
was and everything like
Elizabeth
that.
Banks, she's a terrible parent. Denial much? Come
You
on.
reckon? But I just mean taking to
Yes, of
parents.
course,
Yes,
yeah.
but, oh, yeah, terrible.
Oh.
Jesus. And then lying to your husband as well. Oh, yeah, by the way, when I said he was downstairs, yeah, he was trying to get to his spaceship.
Yeah.
Like,
I did like the alien. You don't get much out of it.
Yeah.
I maybe would have liked something, but I like.
Nah, I like
You get nothing, and like when he comes of age, the ship wakes up and just basically kill, take over the world,
Take the world.
take the world,
Yeah.
kill. Which was great.
Eternals could take a lot from its pacing.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, and it just...
I think most movies could be an hour. There used to be a reason why every movie was 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's our attention span.
Well, not just that. Well,
No, everything needs to be 2.5 hours.
not every movie does. Some
You can
do.
make a good 2-hour movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But the way
90
for what the way this was, the way it plotted along, it was great.
It
Yeah.
doesn't stop really,
The
right?
kid was weird.
Oh, the kid was
perfectly
excellent.
weird looking.
Yeah,
Acted the part perfectly.
like you
Normally
don't
like kid
sympathize with a
actors.
kid.
Not at all. You're like,
No.
he's a creep.
Oh yeah, you're on his side, but you don't sympathise with him. And then just the perfect tropes: the young girl,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything. The Brightburn's the name of the town.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Smallville.
Yeah. And the BB's his initial,
Yeah, yeah.
his little logo.
The mascots for the sports team, was it the Eagles?
Yes.
The Smallville mascots, the Crows.
Yes. And yeah,
Little
America,
things.
Eagle,
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
The cover with the eagle.
There was
Eagle
some
thing.
great eye trauma in this movie.
Oh man, that scene's
Yeah,
She's like,
full on, man.
Because you've watched it before and you were
Yeah.
talking about like the dynasty, and I'm like, okay, interesting. Let's see this. I thought he was gonna do something.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Lights happen. Lights explode. She's looking up. Freaking glass
Oh!
slide in the eye.
Yeah.
You see it, and then she pulls it out, and you see that also.
It
Yeah.
lingers. You know,
yeah,
horror
it
movies.
lingers.
Horror
on
movies usually cut
eye
away.
trauma.
Yeah.
But no, it stayed there the whole
Yeah.
time.
It was,
got
it's one of
me
the best horror scenes I've seen.
was the vision afterwards.
Yeah,
yeah,
and when
with the-
I-
So
Yeah.
the next bit after that is her scanning around, but half the screen's red, and because her eyes all bleeding.
and it plays so well into like just him jumping around.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and
I
also
see
being the
something
red as
to unlock.
well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's great.
Yeah, it's one of the best things I've seen ever. Like, it's good.
And like when the car crash and the jaw
Yeah.
just
Ah.
oh
Well, the car crash in general, when he's like, oh shit,
Dude,
he's
he's-
just, yeah,
And
nope,
the way-
nope.
and the
Like-
way he just annihilates that steering wheel. Oh, gruesome.
Okay, no, don't call.
Fucking
That's trying to call me.
Um,
When the car's not starting right,
Yeah.
and the headlight comes on,
And he's
there,
there.
Yeah.
and then he's gone, and then he's floating,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
dude's like, no,
Nope.
Yeah.
nope. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
yeah, that floating scene when he's just coming around.
Oh,
It's so creepy,
Yeah.
right?
That and that final scene when he's annihilating the house and the mum's
Oh.
trying to get out.
Yeah.
And he flies in front of her.
Yeah.
And then the sheriff.
Sheriff's, yeah.
yeah,
As he's walking,
yeah.
I'm like,
Missed the
my sheriff's gonna die. And
he
then
got
2 seconds
misted.
later,
Yeah.
He missed
yeah,
it.
it was
Yeah.
like A-Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
But like the second like officer, and like you see it in the background, it's just like boom, boom,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then you see her face and everything after that too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, it's gonna sound weird, but this is most realistic violence
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a horror movie in
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
That's what it
I
is.
totally agree with
Because-
that.
Realistic violence.
Besides him
from,
flying and him having the strength to do that sort of stuff, what happens to the victims is as real as it
Ooh.
gets.
like even at the end when he takes her up through the house.
Yes.
And like going
Yeah.
up, her face is all
Yes.
already just
Yes.
from
messed
that.
up from just what would happen
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
Yeah.
bashed through wood and
'Cause
glass.
wood-
Yeah,
Like it's when you go for a house.
wood hurts. Wood would hurt.
Oh.
That was a really great movie.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's the best out of the Halloween ones we picked, I reckon.
No, Hellraiser's the best.
we all know
Hey.
Dave's problem with Hellraiser.
Did you want to get to that, Dave?
Get the noise pumping.
Oh, well, the age of Hellraiser played into
Yeah,
it
of
as
course,
well,
of
you
course.
know, like Brightburn's reasonably new.
Did you watch through the credits and stuff?
Oh.
There's more.
Yes,
oh,
I
with
did.
the Wakaroka.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
I
that
was
rookie
like-
stuff was excellent.
yeah, yeah.
I could have sworn there was a post-end credit of like a swing and like a Wonder Woman like evil variant like starting to happen. I might
No,
be
it
thinking
was
of
just
something
those-
else.
The
Yeah.
drawings for Wonder Woman
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Aquaman and stuff.
Yeah.
I just love, usually it's like, oh, Kal-El lands in a farm. He's the sweetest little boy growing up, and he's very nice.
This actually makes more sense.
Yes,
than
way
Superman
more
on
Kids are
Sorry.
ruthless.
Yes!
Yeah.
And like they,
And the puberty, the testosterone,
Yes.
then finding out that you're not this, you're being lied
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Kids
I
are
find
just
more bullshit in Superman than this.
Well, but what I,
Oh,
what, I,
yeah.
what I like about this, it's not like when you're like, let's do an evil Superman sort of thing. The easy way would give him terrible parents that have abused him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's what I was
that's right.
expecting.
They're just
Yeah.
as good,
And
right?
that's the thing, when it shows the times past and the house is a little dilapidated, I'm like, oh, the dad's left, the mum's by herself. And that's the
Yeah.
way it starts,
Yep.
where she's like they play that hide and seek bit at the end when he whistles.
Yeah.
And she's, it was so good. But yeah, that bit made me think, okay, the family's fallen apart. No
Yeah.
wonder he's gone to shit
Yep.
because he's, he's lost the father
Yeah.
figure and all the rest. But no,
Yeah.
it's just...
They've done as good as they
Because
can.
you're exactly
Maybe
right.
they should have told him, been a bit more honest. But
Yeah, but when do you tell that?
100%, 100%.
I think if anything, that is the perfect age to say it,
Yeah.
like that 12, 13 age. But
It's yeah. Sorry.
there
Go
you
on.
go.
It's weird that he showed emotion at finding out that, but nothing for anything else. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's a pretty
Yeah.
poignant part of his life. But
It's kind of a nature versus nurture
because he
thing.
then realizes he's superior to everything else, so what the hell
Yeah.
does he care about anyone else? That's like the serial scene when he's get told that the uncle died. He's like, "Yep,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do
did
you want
that.
me
did
to?
it." So,
Yeah. Do you want me to cry or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Good as that.
Because he did it.
Yeah.
He's got no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
remorse.
remorse.
Yeah, no
because
remorse.
then at the end of the movie, you see what happens to old mate's mum
Yeah.
after the diner scene, and
And then just a plane full of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Superman thing, it's always like, nurture.
Yeah.
Is the
that
thing?
bit was
they've,
so
they've,
good.
They've made
Giving
Clark
him-
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Smart
with this,
part.
it's kind of like no matter what they did,
the
Like,
nurture,
he
the
was-
nature of this kid,
Yeah.
like whatever
What's
these,
gonna happen?
Yeah.
He's a
whatever these
predator.
people were, they
Yes.
were nasty people.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was put there to take over.
Like like Invincible. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially.
I did like the like the MacGuffin, like, all right, the only ship can hurt him because he
Yes.
can't,
Yeah. That was
good.
interesting.
I-
Yeah.
I said, like, she had to telegraph that she was gonna
Yeah,
stab
yeah,
him
yeah,
this
yeah.
high so he can, stop it. I was just saying, just prison shake the kid.
Yeah.
Telling the kid
Yeah, it's not, it doesn't have to be WWE. Like you don't have to
Yeah, you don't have
act the
to
hell
go
out of
like
it.
this.
For this cheap seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
just quick prison shake the kid. But I guess what that was the ending of the movie, but
Yeah, yeah.
still.
and that's what I
he
did
just
enjoy with
telegraphed-
the not the spoon feeding, like with the plane. You didn't see him destroy the plane.
Yeah.
But when they went back to ground, there's just 3 seats sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's such a great movie.
Really was.
I liked it.
Really,
Hey,
really was.
I'm giving it an 8.
I'd go 9, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll
Because
give
I've
it-
got no complaints, really.
Yeah, I'll
I
give it a
can't
9.
think of nothing.
It's not
negative
spoiled
to
tap,
say,
but it's
really.
still good.
I'll go 8.
Yeah, 8, 9. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really good.
It was the second best movie I watched yesterday. Because the other one is a 9.5. Everyone else out there that hasn't seen Shin Godzilla, you need to watch
Yes,
Shin Godzilla.
absolutely.
Holy hell!
Rules.
You watch Sub or Dub?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you have like 5 different paragraphs to read on the
Amazing
screen?
is that? That was so cool.
I stopped reading.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Because I'm
their
like,
jobs.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just shows
I like
how
it.
true they went with this is this spot. This
Yeah.
is this place.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to look this up in Japan,
For
this
sure,
is
for
what
sure.
it's going to look like.
Also-
Yeah, that was excellent.
But yeah, like
The guy
with
talking, that's his title.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
stopped
his
looking at
name.
that.
and-
Yeah, I don't care what his job is.
Yes.
He's a government man.
Also, at the same time, here's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
a
I
bit-
can't read that much stuff.
so good.
It's a bit slow.
So is that your film? I guess.
No.
Whose go is it now?
No. That was
So-
just me
Yeah.
just randoming, just
Yeah.
being random as hell like usual.
It's because Godzilla's usually here.
Yeah, where is he?
I forgot to bring.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my bag today because.
Yeah, so sorry.
I didn't
Before
drive
we
today.
start the next one, Shin Godzilla, you need to watch that movie if you're a Godzilla fan. It was next level.
It's
just
disgusting.
the grotesqueness.
When you first see him, and it's like, blah.
the blood gills.
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
And then
Yes.
people are
And
drowning
that's
in
the
the
best
blood.
part because
Blood gills,
It
people.
looks so dodgy at the start, but for good
With-
reason.
with his goopy face
Because
and stuff.
it's
But
evolved.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
because
that
when it
tail-
started, because I saw you see the back, and I'm like, Okay, so that's... Hang on, that's not Godzilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so Godzilla's going to come and fight this thing. Okay, cool. And then... oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah. So good.
Over there. Don't worry.
You right there?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes. Please. Next.
Oh, so yeah.
Everyone else...
yeah. So
ratings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I read it. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. I was going to say 8. I'll probably go 8.
So I will say 8.
Yeah. I was thinking
So
8 or
you-
9,
so
but I
you'll
wasn't
go
sure.
with what you're going to say.
What was that?
You're going to go with what you're going to say. Cool.
Probably there could have been a bit more.
Well, what?
Well, what?
Like, because you can tell it's leading to, like, evil Justice League or something like that, you know? Like,
I'm not sure if it actually is, though.
Yeah,
No.
that was an open ending
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
it was an open ending
Yeah.
as well. It's like,
Yeah, there was
You
a,
don't
I
like
don't think that,
interpretation, do you?
I don't like to think.
Yeah, I know. I can see that.
Dave wants his hand held and things
Tell me
fall
what's going to
out.
happen. I don't want
Wow.
to think about it.
9. It's a horror Superman.
Damn
It deserves a
straight.
9.
There you go, Dylan.
The only thing that needed was him being a communist. Dave? Rating?
Oh, 8.
He gave it.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty.
So we're back to norm now.
Back to the norm.
And it is Nitin?
It's me. I'm gonna select. I was gonna change it, but
Oh.
I'm not. I'm gonna pick.
Is it Double Dragon again?
No. Triple Dragon. You have to watch
Quadruple
it.
Dragon.
You have to watch it twice.
Super Mario Brothers.
No, I'm picking Willow.
Good choice.
I haven't seen that.
Good.
choice.
I haven't seen
He
that,
hasn't
I think.
either.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Cool.
Good choice.
I haven't seen it since I was a child.
I wanted to
Literally,
because I just watched that Val Kilmer doco. And they were
literally
talking
since
about
as a child. I love that child. It was great.
So what's about? Great.
Honestly
Oh,
I
don't
don't know.
remember.
great reason
There was
to
some
watch
magic.
it too.
Huh?
Is it Lord of the Rings?
Warwick in it.
Warwick Davis is in it. There's some magic involved.
Yep.
Oh, midget.
That's all I sort of remember. I don't remember much out of it, but I know I liked it a lot because I used to watch it a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fantasy.
Yeah, it's
So,
fantasy.
High fantasy?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Cool.
Wizards and I
He
think
gets
it's,
sent. He's got to go on a
On a quest?
quest.
Okay.
there's, yeah, I can't wait to watch it again.
Okay.
Just
Val Kilmer's
remember.
Shit, I'm up next then. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so it's a
Gotta
guy,
figure it
and,
out.
he's
Alright.
very good.
Yeah, so Willow.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Can't wait for it.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining us this week. Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell a
Subscribe.
friend.
And we'll be back next week.
Issue 35 next week.
35? Hey,
35th anniversary.
let's slap a $5.99 price tag on it. Marvel.
Sweet.